Hey guys, good morning. Debbie, Shaz, Laverne, View. View, I was just watching um your premiere thing. But I had to stop. Let's see, Terry Brett. Like Terry, I got your prompt at the ready. Molly. Yeah, good morning, everybody. Samantha's still asleep. We'll see if she joins us today. Hopefully she will, but I'm gonna let her sleep. With all the moving she's had to do and everything the last couple weeks, I just let her sleep. I mean, I maybe about 30 minutes I'll go down. So there's coffee over there if you wanted. Do you want to stream? But we'll see. So I got my lemon water, got me a banana. View. uh, View and I tease each other. It's all in good fun. And at least it is for me. Hi, Janet. Kat. Let's see. DJ and me, I sent Sam a link to a YouTube video. Okay, I will. I will do that. Um, let's see, who else am I missing? Mm, yeah, I'll wait a couple minutes to show Keeks. I was gonna say good morning, Keeks. Um, Terry's prompts, and also I got Tina, and there's Tina. I also saved one of Tina's color book pages to show that she just posted too. So pretty, Tina. Let's see. Um, Marilyn. Hi, Pam. Who else? Arlene. Thanks everybody for being here. Like I said, I think Samantha. I'm just gonna. I'll go check on her in about 30 minutes. I'm just gonna do a little haul video. Plus, I found that I was getting happy mail. I got all my happy mail out yesterday, and I found a couple things. When I was going through my happy mail, I don't know if any of y'all recognize any of this, but I'm going to go through this again. And I can always work in Samantha's calling it the family journal. I can always work in the family journal. But I have a couple other things here too. And these had been outside when I showed Lori on Monday. I showed Painty Girl Lori's stuff I bought from her. And I forgot I put these outside because what they are, they're wiggly pins, but you put them outside in the sun. It doesn't work in light, yet it has to be sunlight. And these turn different colors. I bought the purple ones. So these turn purple, but they fade back out when you bring them back in. But yeah, the little flowers turn purple, and they shed different color ones. So I just got one of each of these. They're pins, and they just write black. Um, so they got the little things on there. There we go. But they're just bright black. But look, they're kind of wiggly. I'll probably give. Well, I say give one to Samantha, but she's she's moving up to New York with a trunk. So we'll see, and a suitcase and a serger. So we'll see. Anyway, but we did go out yesterday and win a whole bunch. She had a gift card at the bookstore, so she got her a new book that she is wanting, and I got a couple things at the bookstore. Then we went. She needed a phone case, a new phone case for her phone, so we went to Target, got a phone case, and then we went to Michael's, and I got a few things at Michael's. We went to Goodwill so she could get her 3 or 4 pairs of pants to cut up and make more belts with. So she was working on that yesterday. Then she had an issue with her sewing. This was so cute, guys. Her the bobbin holder, the little, there's the bobbin that you put in, and there's a holder in the sewing machine. Well, she'd worn parts of that out. She just worn it out. She sewed so much. So I came downstairs. So what are you doing? She said, well, something's wrong with my the holder for the bobbin. So I'm on YouTube looking at what I can do to fix it. And I said, okay. She goes, I'm going to try something. So she goes over there. She unscrews the plate off the sewing machine, takes the plate out, takes the bobbin out, she gets in there and pops out the plate, the little holder, the bobbin holder out of it underneath. And she gets a fingernail file. And I'm seeing her, she's filing down an edge. She said, I think I just wore this out. So about 5 minutes later, she's put it back in, puts everything back together, screws the plate back on, and it's working. You can do anything. And she's always done that. She's always gone on YouTube to find out anything she wants to know. She's I don't know how many things she's fixed over the years and figured out by watching YouTube. So, and yeah, so that was really cute. So hi sister, Missy. So she fixed her sewing machine. She said that she has that part on order to have an extra one in case it really starts, she only can file something so much. So yeah. Let's see. Laverne goes out to you, Molly. Scrolling. Belinda. Good morning, everybody. Marilyn. I think I said hi to Marilyn. Kat. Did I say hi to Kat? Sister. Yeah. That's how I learned how to make hats and scarves using a loom. Yeah, she's done. It's you can learn so many things on YouTube, but she says sewing has taught her patience. She says so many people that she knows they don't have patience, and she thinks it's because they get such immediate gratification, immediate response off of, you know, um, what do you call it, media, social media and whatever, that they don't have patience to do. I'll let her, maybe if she comes in, I'll tell her to talk about that, about how, sewing or having an art, a craft, or something that you do with your hands is so important. And this is jiggly up here. Let me see what I can do up here. This is jiggly. See if I can fix that. Is that going to work? We'll see. Because I have my camera hanging from a yardstick, and the cord goes up, and I clamped it. I got it clamped and everything. But if I jiggle the table, it jiggles the wallow pins, and then reverberates up the wall there to the cord. So anyway, let's see. I can imagine. Let's see, what did Tina say? I can imagine sewing being just as relaxing to her as coloring is to me. Yeah, well, she really does love it. She's sewn for years and years, and she has a couple of sewing machines, and yeah, but she has worn out a couple of sewing machines. So y'all seen all the belts and things, different clothes she's made, and she's had when she was at UGA, she did some fashion shows, and she made all those clothes for her models. So let's see. So how to Missy Jiggly, please. Oh my goodness. But I'll let her talk about it if she wants to. Let's see. Belinda. So hi, Belinda. She's saying hi to Peoples. Annette. I try to catch everybody first thing. And don't forget, guys, when you're talking to me, put it in caps. I won't think you're yelling at me. Some channels don't like you putting things in caps. I prefer it in caps. The chat moves so fast. I'm trying to read as much as as I can from everybody. But I do need to. If you put it in caps, I'll see it easier. Okay, let's see. All right, let me show y'all Tina and Terry's pictures that I saved here. Let's see. All right, so here's Terry's, and the prompts were, and I just took a screenshot of it. I did give her a like over there on Instagram. Iceberg, any letter, bug, fancy hat, and starfish. So here's what she did here. She's got an iceberg there. She's got the bug and the starfish. And then over here is fancy hat on this little, maybe it's a little, I don't know, it's a white bird on the iceberg. He wanted to get that hat. Silly thing. It's way too big for him. Hold on, I'll get you there. The bug's pushing the starfish up the iceberg, and it's danger there. And there's a hat sitting up on top. Help, I'm stuck. Terry, you're so very creative in making these. So isn't that great, guys? Look at all the detail in the water and the background, and so good job, good job, Terry. Uh, and then Tina posted this picture that she's working in Fantasy World, and she's Faber Castell polys and Posca paint markers and white gel pen. So let me kind of zoom it in a little bit. Let's see here. There we go. And so it's so pretty, Tina. I love the colors. Look at all those colors. That's so pretty. And yet it's so cohesive. So, and Tina is Catacomic 64 on IG. Thank you. Thank you, Kat. So, thanks guys for doing stuff. And yeah. Hi, Sinjin. Um right, isn't it? So thanks, guys. Yeah, give each other encouragement. Hi, Debbie. Debbie, have you posted? Let me go over there and look. I don't know if I've seen Debbie's this week. Have I seen yours this week, Debbie? Let's see if I can find Deb E. Because she usually posts, and I usually see her. I recognize Debbie, so give it a minute. It wants to load. That's why I take screenshots if I can, because, yeah, I'll leave it sitting there for a minute and see if it loads. Oh, wait, here, something popped up. That was from July 18th. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, oh, here we go. Well, she's got a few things here. Let's see here. Let's get up to the top. So I think this was her newest one, too. Oh, yeah, I think I showed this one on Monday. But she has some other ones here, like, let's see. See, I missed that one. Missed a couple here, Debbie. Oh, look at this one. That one's pretty. Oh, okay, that pink is flashing out. You'll have to go over there and look at that one. But there was one down here. This one, look at this. I don't know what she did this with. Let's see what it says. I watched a recent Colored by Maya YouTube video where she played with making coloring backgrounds with Crayola airbrush marker tool and wanted to try it too. I purchased one, swiped to see more pics. It was so fun and easy to use with the regular Crayola markers and the Crayola super tip markers. So 100 colors are available. And then she goes on to talk about her son working with it too. But see the pink. Sorry guys, that pink just wants to flash out. Doesn't look like that. But, maybe I can go over there and look. So she's showing how she did this. Not sponsored. Just thanks, Debbie and Tina and Terry. All right, let's see what we got here. I posted new? Oh, you did post new? Okay, Missy, let's go see. See if Missy. Let's see, Missy. Go over here. Go back to. Let me just put in Missy. I think it's Missy it's Missy.creations, correct? Missy Creations. I think that's it. Yeah, I think I saw this. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I forgot to show it on Monday. Is this the one you're talking about, Missy? This one? So there's Missy's. Love that lion eye. Good job on the eyes. So there we go. Okay, Marilyn. Shh, Marilyn's driving. Shh. Doesn't it look fun, Sinjin? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, yeah, y'all let me know. You have to, if you want me to, show something that y'all done, I just have to know your exact IG name because IG is very particular and I follow so many people. How many people do I follow here? And so it's hard to find people sometimes unless I know your exact name. Let me go to my home page. Let's see. So I follow 4,300 people and I have 7,100 followers. And I've got 2,051 posts. So there's plenty to go over in there and look at my go look at my IG too. I'll shout out mine here. Here's well, I had to put it on mute if I show you because I got music on a lot of them. Here's the one I did. Here's the one I did on hang on. There's the one I did on Monday, and so posted that. It's got music to it, so I just gotta don't want it to. Yeah, you can't play music on YouTube. So there we go. Hi Pamela. Let's see. Yes, Pamela's in Sweden. Yes, I had a little Vern. So hi to anybody I might have missed. Got my lemon water here. Okay, so let's get started showing some stuff that Samantha and I did yesterday. Yeah, but you know what? Not everything you post is silly. You post some amazing. Let me go over here and see if I can find Arlene. She posts a beautiful diamond art. Let's see, Arlene. There she is. Let's see what's one of her newest one. Let's see. That's a card there. I love her cards too. There's one of her cards. She does beautiful card making, and she does beautiful diamond painting here. Here's one here. This is a bookstore one. And again, guys, it flashes out on my phone. Yeah, go over there and look. So yeah, there's another one of hers there. These are time consuming, people. I've done a couple, and that was that was enough for me. It's very time consuming. Hi, Hermie. And Kat put in Arlene's IG as well. Thank you, Debbie. All right, like I said, put it in caps, and I'll try to catch y'all. All right, so we went to the bookstore. Let's see. I think I'll save the bookstore for second thing, and then I'll show you this when we get done with that. We went to Michael's. I did get a few things at Michael's. Now, I'm not big on Halloween per se. I like doing my collage pumpkins, and I don't like anything gory or anything like that. But I love me some paper. Y'all know I may not love Halloween that much, but I love me some paper, and books owe paper. So I got this one, and I've seen a couple other people haul it. I think So Carrie hauled it. I think she bought it for her birthday. And she said at her store it was the last one, and this was the last one at mine as well. So, but you know how we get those paper books. Well, this is kind of the same thing. The paper books, and those kind of flow books, and those, you know what I'm talking about. I show them all the time when I get them at Barnes and Noble. They're like 30, are they 30, 20, 35? I'm not sure. $30. They're a lot more expensive. These are $19.99. Which is still, but look how much you get. You're buying a book, and there's a lot of inclusions in it. So I'll show this, but let me show you these other things real quick. Bria Reese, they always have these. Well, this one's not. Bria Reese always has this little end cap with different little things, little projects, and so I thought I would do maybe one of these today as well, and maybe give away. I'm going to do a giveaway from now on, because I told you I cannot do the random.org because of lag and of ads, and it's just getting too hard to get everybody on the same page with the random.org. So I think what I'm going to do today, and let me write this down so I don't forget, because y'all know when we get crack-a-lack and I forget. This pen's gone. Let me get another. Do I have another Sharpie right here? I know I got some more Sharpies here. Where is one? Good grief. Well, let me see what else I got here. My Sharpie went dead. I know I got some more here. All right. I got a Bic. All right. So I'm going to pick someone or a couple people, and then they're going to pick someone. So for instance, let's just say I said, Janet, you pick someone. And so y'all are going to just pick somebody you want to give something to. So that's how we're going to do that today. I mean, maybe different next week, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a pick someone for some of these. That's what we're going to do today. Hi, Barbara Chicken Popeye Society. Ellen. Who else did I miss? Ellen, have you heard anything like I got the lemon water hiccups. It's either the voice or the hiccups. I can't have the voice. Have you heard anything on your job applications yet? I know you had a couple of them out there. and yeah, so have you heard anything yet? Take another bite of banana, help get the old voice rolling. Still waiting. Okay. Hi, CB. All right. So what these are, and I did do one yesterday. I took it apart. You don't have to take it apart. It's on a little swivel thing here. It's on a little swivel, but I took it off so I could flip through them easier rather than doing this, doing all this business. So I took the little screw out, and it comes with a little stick. Where's my stick? I already lost it. Where is it? I don't know. Anyway, I'll just use the other one. But you can just use a popsicle stick. Well, you can just use a popsicle stick, but it does come with one here. It comes with a little, tool. And so that's what I used. And so I just took it apart so that I could flip them easier. Let's see. I think I need to zoom in one here. All right, mouse, wake up. Wake up. All right, let's see. There we go. And it might need to be a little brighter. Let's brighten it up just a tad. There we go. Hi, Kathleen. Anybody else I missed? So they come like this. They have two different kinds. They have the bookmark kind, and they have these little like ATC size. What size are they? Does it have just says calls them paper pads. Does it have a? Doesn't say. Let me go over here on my little measurements. It looks like about a 3 by 5. It looks like about a 3 by 5. So they had these, and they had some creepy ones with skulls and stuff like that. I got the least creepy ones because they're kind of in the Halloween paper section at Michael's. So what you just scratch off. Let me show you one here. Okay, so this is what they look like. I don't know how many of y'all have done any of these. I think I did one. I got some of these a couple years ago, and I gave them all away, so I can't show them to you. But so, hi, Christine. So this is what they look like. They're just black, and that's not really velvety feeling, but you can feel like a coating on there. And what you do is you take your tool and you just scratch it off. Now you can do a little at a time. I did one. I'll show you here in a minute. Pam, are you still around? Ginger cat, Pam. So yeah, this is what they look like before you do anything. And you've done quite a few in the past, Terry? Okay. So I did do one. So this is what it looks like after you do one. Look at that. See? And you do the whole thing. You don't just do the thing. You do after, you can do it a little at a time. You can do it a little at a time just to play with it and see what colors are behind there. But after it's all said and done, you need to take your tool from edge to edge and do the whole thing. Otherwise, you got these little lines and streaks. So, but look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? Hi, Leona. So Pam, look. I love teasing her because she has a thing. She goes, I don't get the mushroom thing. And then her friend Messy Di goes, I don't get the gnome thing. So they send each other gnomes and mushrooms. And anyway, so this is the one that I scratch off. Isn't it pretty? And look, see, you can still see some of the lines. But what I did after I completely scratched everything off, I took the side of the tool and kind of flattened, did the edge to flatten it all out as best I could. You can still see some lines in there, but but look isn't it vibrant? And there's gold in there too. I don't know if you can see a little bit. Look on the mushroom edge there. See, there's gold in there too. There's gold in them that are hills. So we're going to do one or two of these today. And then I'm going to let y'all pick somebody to get some. Okay. So I don't know where the tool rolled to. Rolled somewhere. So That one, this one has the mushrooms and flowers. Let me just do a quick flip. This is why I took it apart. Because they don't want to, they kind of stick, stick together kind of. They don't want to fling. So there's those. See? We'll do another one or two. I said, maybe I should wait till closer, at least into September to show this stuff. I said, nah, they need to see it. They need to see everything right away. I zippity doo dah. They need to see everything right away. That's what I would want. If y'all had something you were holding out on till October, I'd go, whoa, whoa, whoa. Why didn't you show this sooner? That's how I'd be. So anyway, this is what the cover looks like. And like I said, it has this little screw in there. It is perforated on the top. So after, you don't have to take it apart because they're perforated. So you can just bend the perf, and tear it. But the other thing I wanted to do with this real quick, and I waited here. So let's do this. Let me get a. Oh, and I got to show you my disc because I'm going to send one home with Samantha to Denise for her birthday because she liked it and I finished it up so she could have it done. So let's see, there's a little bit of the perf there still. Let me go ahead and cut that off. Just that little tiny perfed edge there. Let's go ahead and cut that off like that. And I'm going to take my gold calligraphy pen, the gold deco color. This is the best gold pen of the ones I've found because I use them on my discs. I use them on all my discs. I have silver, gold, copper. They come in silver, gold, and copper, I think, are the three colors. Now it stays wet for a minute, so you got to be careful not to touch it. There we go. Where's the cap? Here it is. Okay, Zinjan. So there, look how much that adds to it. The gold edge. So I just think they're so pretty, right? So we'll work on one of these today, maybe one of these, but I'll show them to you real quick. So this one looks like it has moths and pumpkins and different things. I'll try to swivel it, just moons. See, pumpkins. Books there. A little case with crystals in it. Spider web. So that is the second one. And I took the thing out right there because I don't know where the other one went. So those are the bookmark ones. And then these, and they're all taped up. I had to cut all the tape off, kept them shut. So you can only see inside of them because I had them taped on three sides. Yeah, it is CB. Oh, thanks, Kat. Put a link to the pen. All right. Hi, Val. Anybody else coming in? All right. So I'm going to flip through these. So now, and they're pretty thick. It's pretty thick. I mean, I'd say it's at least 110 weight cardstock. The cat. Make sure I'm just picking up one at a time. Like that. And then there's another tool. This one, I think, that one's a little shorter, but it's the same tool. It's a wood stick, So there's that one. And there's 10 designs. All right, then there's this one. I want to do this one right here. I think that'll be pretty. You have a set of these, Molly? Aren't they fun? Yeah, here, I don't know if you missed it, but here's the one that I did at the bookmark. They're very vibrant. That is how vibrant they are. It really is very vibrant. I was impressed with the vibrancy. All right, so is that one? No, it's a different one. Is that? Yeah, that's the one right there. And there's a little bat. Then there's pumpkin. And, during October, I always work in the Cute and Creepy Camilla Del Recto book. Cute and Creepy. I work in that every October. And I also do a collage pumpkin along with my Inktober. So October is a busy month doing projects, that we consistently do every year. There's an owl. It's another moth. Cat. Pumpkin. A bird. A crow. Oh, look, this one's stylus is missing. How is that even possible? How is this stylus missing? When I bought it, it had all three sides taped up. It has all three sides taped up. How did that stylus get gone? Because I don't know, but it's gone. So anyway, but I did get two of these. I just misplaced one sitting here doing stuff. So we're gonna play with that after a while and do some giveaways with that. Okay. Then the only pack, and I've seen people haul these as well. There's tons of these recollections, and there's coupons out there, discount, a 20% off total purchase of things not on sale. None of this was on sale. Regular, wasn't on sale. But there's a coupon for 20% off all regular price purchases. And I have not opened this yet, Janet. But I've seen a bunch of people haul these. And there's about, I don't know, 10 different kinds, maybe more. But there's a whole bunch of different kinds of these. But I knew I wasn't going to use them. They're cute. I mean, I was stretching at getting this, and that's just because of the paper factor. This is the paper factor here. But I sure didn't need any more of these. And I got the cutest ones. I got the cute ones. So let's go ahead and pull this out and show you these. Let's see, I need a piece of paper here. Let's get something here. Let's find something. Is this one clean? I need a clean piece of paper. So, and it looks a little flashed out. Let's turn the brightness down a little. You bring in white paper and you've got to adjust the lighting. That may be too far. There we go. Can't believe I know. Leona, right? It's going to be August. It's so hard to believe. We're just feeling like we're just into the new year. Just finishing up Christmas, putting the Christmas tree away and stuff like that. And now here it is. It's going to be August. But I don't know. I don't mind. I enjoy the holidays and doing projects and stuff like that. So, all right. So here's what came in this pack. There's a little cat, some pumpkins, a little circus clown, a candy on that one's stuck there. And this one's vellum. There's some vellum ones in there too. This one's a vellum one. I'll separate the non-vellum from the vellum. There we go. There's a bat, a vellum cat. And they're old school. These are like old school pumpkins and stuff. There's a little vellum cat. This one's got some glitter on it. This one's got some embossing on it. There's this one's acetate. This one's an acetate skull. This one is a vellum. Another vellum. And this is just some cardstock ones. If you're a card maker and you make, I'm not a card maker, but I do like to make some tags and just, do some fun things. That's a vellum for all the holidays. I like this little acetate bat. And there was another pack of bats. And I was telling Samantha, I said, those are cute, but I carved 3 or 4 bats last year, or maybe the year before. I hand carved a bunch of bats. I don't need to buy bats. I need to use my hand carved bats. It's going to be I know, right? Absolutely right. Right, Tina. There's a little circus tent. Another little pumpkin. So these are all out there. A lot of people are hauling these. This is a cute, look at those little, those are cute. And then there's another little, and then a little house. So I'm not sure how many pieces were all total, but there's everything that's in there if y'all want to screen it later. So let's see, 24 pieces. 24 piece net, and I'm not going to, I'll set it on here for now, but I'm not, I'll put it in a bag or so, yeah. Okay, so there's that. Then I got these. Now I'm not gonna. I thought about doing it today. I said no. Let's wait a week and chill and do these later. Um, Look at these though, and they had a couple of different ones, but I got these two because, and I looked and I go, are these 3D card like things? So yeah. So there's this one. It's like 3D standing little circus. And this is $7.99 normal price. Now you know this stuff's going to go on sale, but I'm going to be honest with you, this stuff's going to sell out. It always does. Christmas and Halloween specialty stuff like this, it sells out quick. So I have not seen anybody haul this. I've not seen anybody haul these or make them. So maybe we'll make one next week. Maybe we'll make Pam. Maybe we'll make the mushroom. We'll make the mushroom house next week, Pam. Don't miss it. She's probably gone. Anyway, so look, there's a little mushroom house, like a greenhouse. So I think this will be fun. And I thought, maybe we could put a couple of those other pumpkins in there that from the other little set. And then same thing for the cats, the little cats in that set. We could throw some cats in the circus, So there's that. So those were the other Michael's things I got other than this paper pack, which y'all know, love me some paper books. Is chat, let's see. Oh, Cat said something. Okay. Oh, thought chat might have been frozen. Y'all are just enthralled. That's what it is. Let's move this over here a little bit so I got some space. A little bit more space. And I love these. I just thought they were fun. And they do turn bright purple, but you bring them in the house and they fade back to white. So they're sun activated, but they were cute. And I just thought, supporting Lori's channel. So there was that. Okay, so let's go ahead and flip through this. And then I'll show you what I got at Books A Million. I got the good movies as old books, postcards. And I have the science fiction one of these. There's a science fiction book postcard of the covers of all the science fiction books. This one has 100 postcards of old, good movies as old books. So they're books that have been made into movies. I guess that's how I should say it. And then this, I know, don't tell me that you got the cubes. I don't have the new cubes. I have the old original set, the OG set of cubes. But this one is also a prompt book. It has a prompt book and the card. So we're going to look at that here in a minute. So I got these at Books A Million. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this real quick. Oh, Cat's on it. So this is the Halloween papers. There we go. So it's pretty big. Hi, Devin. You have the old cube too? Yeah. You have the OG cubes. So let's move that because it's casting a shadow. There we go. And then I also, like I said, when I went through, oh, look what just rolled up. There's my extra. There it is. What's the thing here? Oh, I'll set it over here. Anyway, when I was getting Happy Mail ready, I have a bin of my stuff to do for Happy Mail. And so this was in the back. This was in the back of my Happy Mail bin. I don't know how, I was cleaning one day. So, that'll be a good place to put it. Well, I found it and we're going to go back through that again because I love that. It's old. That's old. Okay, so this is Halloween Spooky Nights. No tricks, just treats. Includes stickers, die cuts, wrapping paper, and more. Y'all know what the paper books look like. But this one's only $20 as opposed to $25 or $30. I forget how much the other paper books are. But this is Recollections, which is a Michaels brand. So Michaels put this one out as opposed to Flow or any of the other paper ones. Let's see. Where will Janet put the? Yeah, that's exactly where she'll put them. If I could ever talk her in to get them. Hi, Messy Di. I was just talking about you and Pam a minute ago. Did you see this right here? We're gonna work. We're gonna work on this next week. Let me reach back here and get it again. Oh, I can't reach it. There we go. We're gonna work on this 3D mushroom house next week, Di. I told Pam. I think she fainted, so she may not have seen it. But this is what we're gonna work on next week. Got this one and a little circus cat. But oh my goodness. And Messy Di, she and Pam usually stream overnight because Messy Di is in Australia and Pam's on the West Coast. So they usually stream overnights. So yeah, y'all catch them overnight. All right, so let's flip through the Halloween paper book. And again, I'm not that into Halloween like I am Christmas, and really anyway, I'll just leave it at that. But and I don't like anything gory and stuff like that. But I like cute, and I like to. I don't know. It's just fun. There's Ginger. Pam? Did you see the? Did you see the mushroom house? And these are all perforated too, so you can tear them out easy. There's little card tags, and here's the papers. And they're just you've all seen this kind of stuff before. There's a page of stickers. A ghosty, that's a cute one. And some little cards. They're all perforated. So, this will make a good collage page. This will be something fun to do. Make a collage using this as the background. And then here's a little book, and they're usually stuck with some snot dots. Let's get that off there. Okay. So it's just a little journal, if you will. It's just a little journal. More stickers. Guess I should put Dee Dee on my no gore happy mail list. Yeah. I mean, if you sent it to me, it wouldn't be a big deal. It's just not something I'm going to buy. You know what I mean? Y'all are so fun. Laura Jersey. These are some washi I think they're strips. They might be, or they might just be paper cutouts. And there's more sticker. No, is that sticker? Yeah, stickers, tags. And again, I just, I love the paper. So there we go. That's a big heavy cardstock, and then some papers. Are these stickers? Yeah, these are stickers. Papers. So this is another one that would be a good background. This is another one for a good collage background. More stickers, spider webs. So I might use some of those as backgrounds for some collages. Stickers. More 3x5 cards. This one punches out, I think. I think that punches out of the frame. Same for this one. It's got layers. Or is that a sticker? That might be a sticker. And then more papers. Stickers. Here's another little journal. Little ghosties. So thanks everybody for being here. Appreciate it. These are these stickers or punch outs or cards? Oh, they're little cards. There's a lot in these. There's always a lot in these paper books. Stickers, little frame, and then this paper. What is this? Oh, punch outs. Punch out bookmarks. Some wrapping paper. We'll open this up here in a minute. And this did come, guys, when I got it at Michael's. It had a plastic belly band going around it, a piece of plastic to keep these things in. And anytime if you buy this kind of stuff, you want to make sure that it's all in there. You know, if it's not wrapped up with something, a closure, then go through and make sure that everything's in there. Because there was one of the paper books that I bought at Books a Million. I mean, Barnes and Noble. That one of the little things was missing out of it. It's no big deal, but just you're paying for it. More little index card font size, tags. Skellies, cardstock, more tags, papers, punch out frames. Another one to be good for a collage background. This keeps very flashed out. Let me turn the brightness down again. Come on, mouse. There we go, a little better. Hi, Jay. Lovely Crafting Lodge she does sales usually on Fridays, and a couple weeks ago she and Lori Paper Girly Lori did a sale, and that's where I got the stuff I showed on Monday. So, lots of good backgrounds, for my collage. And then I'll show you the 2 discs I did finish. Sorry, guys. Let me get another bite of banana here in just a second. So that is the Recollections. That's the Michael's brand. Recollections. Paper. Halloween. Cat's trying to come in. Here comes one of the cats. So, and the little booklets. Now let's look at this real quick. Take a bite of banana. All right. You want to come up here? Come on. Come on. So these are shiny papers too. They're shiny, wrapping paper sheets, bats, flowers. Come on. Come on. You can jump up here. Little jars of flowers. Luna moths. And like all those things that I just showed, the little cardstock ephemera pack. This is the stuff. This is the same paper. But they all coordinate. And that one pack is the only pack I got of those ephemera. Ghosts. They had a lot of them. They did have a lot of those. And then snakes. So there we go. So those are all the papers. How many were that? How many were that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. So I'm just going to stick something like that. So there we go. That's the Halloween Recollections Michaels. And then I did finish like two of the three discs that I had. Here's one. So, and I did put some stars and some gold stars and some what do you call it, swirls in here. And I go edge it all with gold. So I finished that one. We'll go reading right there. And then this is the one Denise wanted for her birthday. So I finished up this. Samantha can take it because she's going to, Samantha's over there. Samantha's going to go over to Denise's today. I'm going to go try to wake her up here in a minute, see if she wants to join us shortly. But anyway, I added swirls to this one, and there's a few stars in there. So another reader. So this is a combination of Portos books and collage soup and just some, a lot of painting. All this teal in here is all painted in. I use my alcohol, my acrylic paint brush pens to paint in all that teal. And then the little eggs were not that color of blue that I wanted. So I just went over that with an alcohol marker, painted all the edges in here with acrylic paint markers, and the same thing for this. All the black in here, that's all painted in. All the black, and of course I added the little dots. All the black is painted in with acrylic marker as well. So I got those two done. Are you comfortable? Are you comfortable, Malibu? All right. So let me just run down real quick and see if Samantha wants to join us. Oh, I gotta stretch those legs. Hang on. I'll be right back. Boo? Boo? I'm streaming. If you want to join us at any point, I made fresh coffee too. Okay. She said, okay, I'll be there in a second, which probably means about 10 minutes. All right. Are you, oh my gosh. Do we have to have a cloud showing today? You're just a purring. Ooh, let's do that stretch. Are you happy to have me talking to you for 2 hours? I know your cat's Malibu. Very funny, Tina. She's just purring, though. You probably can't hear. Okay, so we're going to work on these here in a minute. But I want to show what I got at Books Million. So let's go ahead and do this first. Now, like I said, I've shown y'all before that I have this postcard set in science fiction postcards. Let's move over there we go. Cat cloud. Yes. Oh my goodness. So this is good movies as old books, films reimagined as vintage book covers. Okay, 100 postcards. And I like to use these in collage. So let's go ahead and see what we're going to do here. It has the little thing so that you can get them out easy. That there. So this is what it looks like, and I think these were $24.95. But I love to read. I love me some good book art. So they got some sitting on, some on the edges there. So good movies as old books. So we're going to go through these. Y'all ready? You want to do 100? All right. So, and they're just postcards. They're real postcards. You can actually send them. Look, they're postcards. I don't know what if one stamp. I mean, it used to be a postcard stamp was less than a stamp, but probably not anymore. Are you comfortable? Just a purring, looking and staring at me. Do you want me to give you something to play with? I don't know. I know you're reaching for me now. Okay. All right, here we go. So this is reimagined, as opposed to the science fiction ones that I have are actual covers. The science fiction books ones are actual covers from the original science fiction books. Okay, Alien. So I'm just going to flip through them. I won't have to tell you every one, but But these are books that have been made to movies. Isn't it cool though? And they're nice, heavy. Costs 110 weight, I'd say. I think they're cool. You like them too, Zen Jan? Yeah. They would make cute. Yeah, they would be good covers. They would be good covers, Di. Hipster liked that movie a lot. This is Peter Max art there, or similar Peter Max. I loved Peter Max art back in the 70s. Next time Hubster has a minute, what we'll have to do is have him talk about, because he's probably seen every one of these, or nearly, and he could give his review, give a little review of some of these movies. I'll pick one, like randomly pick some, movie for him to review. Yeah, I think so too, Devin. The Thing. There we go. 100. Let's see if it says anything about them on the box. All right, let's see what it says. Though many great movies are based on books, many more are not. Good movies as old books. 100 collectible postcards features 100 beloved films reimagined as book covers, giving readers the distinct pleasure of seeing a favorable film transformed into cover art. This assortment as of box office hits, acclaimed indies, and cult classics will inspire you to discover new favorites or rethink the films you've seen 1,000 times. Each tiny work of art is perfect for framing or sending. Or as Di said, making into little book covers. But so there we go. There's a lot in there. Well, that's 100. So yeah. And Malibu go, okay, enough. I'm getting down. All right. So there we go. It's got the little thing so you can pull the whole stack out. Good movies as old books. Then put this over here. I got this because I thought it'd be some inspo. All right, now we can probably brighten the light back up just a little. Come on, mouse. Gotta turn it off, turn it on, get back. Come on. Come on, really? It's so annoying. I've got to figure this out or get a new mouse. They probably all come that way now. Let's see. Right, Devin? I know. Thanks, Kat. Kat put a link into the box. So, okay, so this is the designer's color box. A guidebook and 75 cards. Now, I have not gone through this. I waited for y'all. A guidebook and 75 cards for creative combinations and inspirational ideas. Sean Adams. All right, I'm going to read what it says here. 80-page guidebook with examples of graphic design, art, illustration, industrial design, architecture, furniture, and fashion. 75 unique cards highlight colors with images, tints, palettes for color process, CMYK, RGB, and Pantone values. An indispensable tool for anyone interested in creativity, color, art, and design of all types. And this was $29.95. It's heavy too. This one's got some oomph to it. All right, so we have the designer color box book here. This is the book. What are you doing, Malibu? We're going to look through this in a minute. And then the cards, let's dump them out here. Let's get them all. Come on, come on. Come on, get out there. One left in there. There we go. That's why they put that little ribbon in that. So they can get them all out. All right. 8 great color rules. Let's see what this says. Now, it's hard to see because this is flashing out the pinky red. Learn about color theory, but don't follow it as gospel. Color is subjective. Allow for personal opinions. Avoid default color palettes included in software. Make your own. Explore unexpected palettes. Look at nature for harmonious palette combinations. Make a visual library of your favorite color examples. Use color to communicate a message, tone, and emotion. Choosing color combinations you love is the only rule that matters. So that's just in the back of behind the cards. Okay, so let's see what we got here. And guess who's back? Was the door too close for you? Want to go out? Him. She may want to go out. I think the door may be. All right, come on. Come on, you want to go out? There you go. It's open now if you want to go out. It's open. All right, you're going to have to move over there. You're casting a shadow on there. There we go. All right, so let's see what we got here. Just fling yourself down. Knocking all my markers and everything down. You took a pin off. You took a pin cap off. How am I able to find this one? Where am I going to? Oh, there it is. Well, how am I going to find that pin? There it is. It's one of my panda flies too. We don't want to dry that baby out. Okay, thanks, Jen. Thanks for stopping by. Hi, Ambient. Let's see. All right, so the designer's color box, a guidebook and 75 cards for creative combination and inspirational ideas. So we'll have to play with this probably next week. I'm just going to read the introduction and we'll do a little flip. Design is 90% persuasion. Let me get my situation. We don't convince a client to choose an option simply because it's cool, but because it is the best solution to their problem. Alternatively, color is subjective. One less One likes what one likes. Color is emotional, not rational. Years ago, a client asked me for a specific shade of green Jaguar. Oh, green. Well, let me read that again. Years ago, a client asked me for a specific shade of green. Jaguar British Racing Green. I extensively researched Jaguar automobile paint colors from 1922 and found multiple color charts, including British Racing Green. Yet the client rejected every version I presented to him with the same green. He insisted that the color on the project was not British Racing Green, even though I had documented evidence. This green existed only in his imagination, rooted in the memory of his grandmother's green Jaguar from decades before. Then I understood. I asked him to look at the color outside and viola. It was indeed the green, correct green. So he was looking at it inside, different lighting. Um, the light in which we view color influences how we see it, and the names of colors affect our feelings toward them. For instance, moss sounds much more appealing than slime. This deck of cards offers 75 color names that hopefully evoke positive associations. Additionally, lighting conditions play a crucial role in how colors appear. You can test this by moving the cards in different environments, or as I often do, by taping them to a wall and viewing them from a distance over time. Finally, here's a useful tip. No color dislikes another. There is no wrong combination, regardless of the plethora of rules. If you like a palette of colors, apply it with confidence. The only poor color combination is one approached tentatively. Color gives us a voice. So that's interesting, isn't it? Hi, Marilyn. Welcome back. I'm sorry. Hi, Marilyn. Welcome back. Okay. So they have the different warm, cool, earth, and neutral colors. A little palette strip there. All right, Malibu, you're gonna have to lay down, honey. You're gonna have to. I gotta have some space, or you're gonna have to get down. There you go. There you go. So, like here's warm colors: butter, lemon, and they have the names on them. Mustard, tangerine, orange. So they have all the different colors and have a little strip up here at the top. So I'm not sure how this is going to coordinate with the cards yet. I have to read all the stuff, but I'm just going to kind of flip through here. This is my first time looking at it just like y'all with y'all. And they have them all named, all the colors, peacock green. It's a little ad sample thing there. Oh, here's British Racing Green. Emerald green, Kelly green, lime green, khaki, sage. Now we're getting into the browns. So yeah, just a whole bunch of different color names here. And this is published is it this year? Yeah, 2026. All right, let me look at chat. I don't want to miss things. Don't want to miss people. I believe that there is no wrong color palette. Yeah, right, Belinda? All right, then here's the cards. And let's just take a couple looks. This is a Toulouse-Lautrec poster right here. Well, simulated, sort of, kind of. It looks like Toulouse-Lautrec poster. And then here's the different colors, the warm colors, the different color combinations, butter, tangerine, wheat, and black. And they're kind of like the cards, the cubes, the color cubes, where it's got all the different color combinations with the photo, with the colors pulled out of them. So, but I couldn't resist this. Oh, this is Pierre Bonnard, 1891 poster. It looks just like Toulouse-Lautrec style. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, there's different this is from Pharrell Williams Spotify Collins 2020. So, and then it's got the different colors. So anyway, it's got all the different color combinations for inspo. and to use them with the book. I'll have to do some more digging. So let's flip through some of the cards, shall we? And again, on the back are the colors that are in the picture. Maybe I'll just do this so you can kind of see. This looks like, what's his name? Charlie? No, it's not him, but children's book author. Isn't that cool, though? This is very inspirational to me. I don't know if it is for y'all. So I'll have to show this to Samantha. We'll keep this one on top. Right? Aren't these cool? What do y'all think? Y'all think this is cool? I'm trying to keep them all going the same way here. I'm just doing a quick flip so y'all can kind of see if you want to spend $30 on them. If you like to do color combo projects and inspo. I'm sure if Kat hasn't already put it on, put it in a link for Amazon. But I got it at Books A Million. Samantha, you gonna come up? She said, yeah. I hear her getting into the coffee. I made her a fresh pot before I came up. She likes iced coffee sometimes, cold brew. She likes cold brew. Look at this one. What are these? Marilyn Newhart, 1961, dolls. 1961. Aren't those cute? Yeah, Laverne, they are. I like any kind of calligraphy too. Yeah, Roy Lichtenstein. This is before I flip it over. The woman that paints the flowers, and her husband did the. He was a photographer. It starts with an L, I think his last name. Before I flip it over and see, but what's her name? That does all the giant flower paintings. That's her right there. I've seen a nice exhibit of her stuff at the High Museum in Atlanta. Georgia O'Keeffe, Alfred Stieglitz, the photographer. Georgia O'Keeffe, yeah. Yes, thank you, Zippity Doodah. You beat me to it. Isn't this fun though? Earl Grey tea on a little jar. Looks like a ink jar. Roosevelt. Yep. So there we go, guys. Those are the cards. I'm going to figure it out to do something with it maybe next week. And pull this on top to show Samantha. She might want to look at it. All right. Pull that right there. Now, while we're waiting on her to come up, maybe she can, I'll let her tell her perspective on the creativity and if she's awake enough. And then while she's doing that, I might be doing one of these while she's talking. Okay, so like I said, I came across this in my I came across this, and I'm not sure all the originals, big ones are of this, but I have the photographs of it. So what this was, well, I've got two different projects in here. Let's separate them out here. So what this was is back in, and can't even remember how many years. This had to be like maybe the first year of my streaming or second year. Anyway, Tim Holtz did a contest thing where he wanted you to use his supplies, use his three-dimensional supplies. He has all, all the three, Tim Holtz and all his supplies. And he wanted you to use his three-dimensional supplies and recreate his tags, right? This is the original size of the tags. And I had them all. The originals are somewhere around here, but here are my photographs of my originals. So what I did not have all his supplies. So I said, I'm going to draw his tags from his tag. So when he posted a tag, and he even commented to me that he liked them. And so anyway, I recreated his tags in color pencil. And this was the original size. And so let me see if I have that one in here. Let me just so you can see. And so where is that one? Here it is. Okay. And then I photographed them and posted them. I don't even know if I don't think I had Instagram even. I don't even think I had Instagram at the time. Hi, so much glitter. You have to go back. I saw your birthday Halloween book and I got one too. So happy birthday, Carrie. So much glitter. Um, so this is the size I made my tags in. And then here's the one. This is one finished. So you can see what it looks like. And his is all three-dimensional stuff. A three-dimensional wreath, three-dimensional ribbons, three-dimensional little pearls. And I just did mine in color pencil, probably some little bit of paint. But this was the size they all are. Now, I don't know where my pack of these are. All right, let's get on down. Okay. But this is the size I drew them in, and then I photographed them. And these were even photographed with my old 35 millimeter camera with the SD card and printed them out on photo paper. These are way old. So I'll go ahead and show them to you, and I'll point out the stuff that was dimensional. Thank you, Debbie. All right, so here's another one. This was a little dimensional thing of his with a little netting. And then this piece right here was some three-dimensional lettering. And then, of course, I tried to duplicate his tags as closely as possible. I don't have pictures of his tags. Right, this one's I got two pictures of the same one. But again, this was one of the, and I tried to do it. See how I dotted it to make it look like glitter. So that was glittered, a little glitter red angel. This was one of those little hearts that you open up and it's tissue paper, puffy, and it opens up and it's a little tissue paper heart. So I tried to draw. There's no dimensional stuff. No, this is all done with pencil. So I tried to make it look like it was one of those paper, tissue paper things. There's some little crystals, a little metal charm, a pin. These letters right here. This is all his dimensional product, but I didn't have his dimensional product, so it's all pencil. Same for this. Y'all probably seen those little glass ornament angels that he has out. Well, had out. I don't know. I don't even see Tim Holtz stuff anywhere except online anymore. This was a little glitter star, a glass bead, tinsel, a little three-dimensional flower, and now remember, none of this is dimensional. When I drew it with pencil. This was a tin. It was tin, like not tin foil, but tin, TIN, and so that's that one. I really like this one because there was he had a lot of dimensional stuff on this. This was a dimensional cardstock, little guys, a ticket, some more of his lettering, another crystal up there, a dimensional little not wood, but chipboard wheel. He had a real pen nib on there, a little mechanical dealio there. And so I just drew them all. This was just a big charm and a pin holding some ribbon and little not beads, but little metal things there, and a chipboard deer, and a little um, uh, silver star. All right, this one had Noel in glitter. This was a glitter Noel chipboard, and these were real um, little mini pine cone little situation, and a glass beads and a pearl. His tags were amazing. This one had a bell tied to the top. Again, this one was one of his chipboard Santas and chipboard lettering. So same for this. This was a chipboard piece, some crystals, and another little cluster of berries, netting, and yeah. Okay, here's another one that had a lot of glitter, a glitter snowman, and this was kind of like what is that? That stuff you make, not resin, but anyway, kind of like a resin. It looked like a resin 25, so I wanted to make it real shiny. Real buttons, a charm. So, yeah, and a glitter snowman. Another one here. These were little glass, like they're not. I say resin. I don't know exactly what they're crystally looking. They're little crystals, and a three-dimensional believe, and a three-dimensional little cluster of uh, uh, glass balls and netting. And that's it. This was my template to make them all the same size. And I have these originals somewhere, but these are the photographs. These are the photographs I took of I think it was 12 Days of Christmas or something like that kind of challenge that Tim Holtz had back in the day. And I had none of his stuff. So I just drew it all. I just drew every bit of it. Hi, Jane. So, all right, who else am I missing? Jane, Lynn, Judy O, Heidi. Said hi to Missy. So, yes, I drew them all. I drew all of them, Carrie. There's no dimensional anything. They're all flat. They're all flat like this. Let's see. Who else am I missing? I try to catch everybody. I do try to catch everybody. All right. Did Janet not? I thought I saw Janet. Devin's going, Janet, I hope everything's okay. Did I not see? I thought I saw Janet come in. No? I talked to her yesterday on the phone. She was fine yesterday on the phone. Hi, CK. Okay, VK is done. Chris, was there either storms or fires down in Mexico? Is everything okay around you? I saw on the news. I had no idea how close any of it was. It's a big country. It could have been miles and miles. She has been here. Okay, thanks. I thought I saw her, Kat. Thank you. All right. I know what anime drawings are. Me and my grandson used to do manga and anime drawings. I've shown some, Lynn, in my sketchbook over the years. Let's see. All right. So anyway, like I said, I pulled these out. They were in where I keep some of my giveaway stuff, and this was in the back together. This and this, and this was even before I started streaming. This is 2008. This is 2 years before I started streaming. I started streaming in 2010 over on Ustream, and I streamed on Ustream for about 4 years before we moved over to YouTube. And I've been totally streaming for 16 years now. So, but these I made the, and I forget what it was, why I did this, or it was some challenge or something. But I made a little box. It's a little three-dimensional box, and I made it from scratch. And I called it "How an Artist Cooks." So what I did was, and some of them are half done, and I have photographs of some, and some are in pieces and parts. But what I did is I made these little cards, and I drew from life, like for instance here. And so I put a real potato in a roll of tape, and I drew that. And like I said, these are from 2008, and made like a little funky cards. And this is how how an artist cooks. Oh, okay. A hailstone. Okay, hailstorm. House damage, cars too is not affected, but my cars got hit by 1 inch hail. Oh my gosh. Well, is it? I mean, didn't break out the windows or anything. I mean, hail's horrible, right? Regardless, we've had hail damage with cars in the past, so I get it. But it's never broken out any windows. Um, Judy O's, hello, Frank. Oh, she's talking to Janet. Well, I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad you're safe, CK. Here's how they start out with just something like this with a base of acrylic paint, and then I go on top of them and paint and pencil. So this is just, I might have one. Some of these are finished in here. So, like for instance, if I wanted, I took a picture of my black pepper. I think there's one in here. Okay, here. So this is what it looked like after I photographed it. So this is the original, the OG. Here's the photograph I took of it. So yeah, shrunk down. Let's see what else is in here. Then I don't know if I have here. Here's one. Here's another one. So here's the bag of potatoes. And again, these are back from 2008. And I'd set up a little scene like here with a fruit or a potato or something, and then draw and color it. Yes, I know, CB. You've been around too. You and Janet both been around for the longest time. And so anyway, these are some little oil pastels, a paintbrush, a distress paint, crackle paint. Now, do I have that one finished in here? Oh no, I have it half finished. So you can see I added another. I took out the brush in this one and added another, what do you call it, crayon there. So that's the stages. Here's a couple more photos of what I wanted to draw. Here's and a lemon. And so here's a start of this one. There's an onion. Here's this one. So there's the photograph there, and there's the tomato. And see, I wanted it, scratchy and scribbly. So this was my setup. So yeah, just different extra pictures. And then here's the box laid out flat before I folded it. Before I folded it into the box, if it lays out flat, this is what the box looks like. Yes, I know. Aren't they fun little still lives? Yeah, there's another picture of the box. There's a picture of and then that's just a card. So I just start with a base of just flat acrylic paint. So anyway, that was how an artist cooks little box. And this box of stuff and these were stuck in with my what do you call it? Some of my Happy Mail stuff that I send out. Okay, so there is that. Boo, are you coming? I'll have to move. I'm gonna give her my chair. Let me go ahead and do that now. I'll give her the comfy chair. Oh, all right. Let me move my folding chair over here. She just have to climb in. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let me get it comfy here. All righty. Now, what else was I going to show? Did I show everything? Yeah. And again, I'll show y'all one more time my 2 discs that I finished. I'm going to have Samantha take this one to Denise for her birthday. And then this is the other one. And you can see I got stars and other things on there. So I got 2 of them done. I paint the backs and everything. So there's that. Let's see. All right. So I think what I'll do is we'll go ahead and maybe do some of these. And I'll let Samantha, if she wants to, she can either work in the book that she was working in on Monday. I'm climbing in, people. I'm climbing in. Hi, Melinda. Yes, hidden treasures. I found some old little mini portfolios of things I photographed, and stuff. So it's kind of fun to find them. Hi, awesome. So anyway, Boo, I was to show you a couple things out of this book right here. This box I bought yesterday. There's all kinds of art, and on the back it shows color combos. And so I left this one out for you to see. So, because Samantha worked with this kind of stuff at her school at the what? Tell them what it was again, Boo. Where you worked and did the.
I worked at. Sorry.
That's okay.
I worked at the Special Collections Library, and I worked on an Ann Barge Clegg exhibit. So, yeah, and you're a wedding dress designer.
Yeah, and it was 2 full rooms of stuff. I showed the picture back, when you gave it to me. And then she had to iron all this stuff and just set up all the displays. Steam everything. That's time to iron. Yeah. Everybody's saying good morning to you.
Good morning. Sorry I got a slow start today, you guys.
That's okay. So, so I showed these, and I just wanted you to see this one before I, set it aside. You can have it if you want. You want to look at them? Okay, well, while you're looking, can you talk? I know you can.
Yeah.
And look at the backs. See that what they do is they tell you their original art, and they tell you the colors and all. And right here's the stuff. But I thought I'd work on one of these while we just hung out. You could look at those. You could work on your book or just talk. What I really like you to talk about, I was so interested yesterday in what you were saying about when we're talking about sewing and arting and stuff and painting, and how you think that a lot of people these days don't have a hands-on kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess I was just yesterday I don't know, I'm in the middle of, I think Nana told you guys on Monday, but I'm in the middle of a move.
Well, you talked about it a little bit too on Monday about moving to New York.
Yeah. And my life has been a little bit all over the place. So I don't know. It was just kind of funny because we tried to set up a sewing station, and at first, while I had been moving, my presser foot had been knocked off my sewing machine. So we had to go get a new presser foot, and then
I did tell them how you YouTube the piece.
Yeah. Well, actually, first I had gotten here with the intention of sewing for
3 days,
and then the power cord and pedal was not with me. I guess it's in storage, and so Nana ordered me new. Basically, we just spent 2 days getting all the parts back for my sewing machine because everything was everywhere. And then, so I finally started working on a sewing project yesterday, which I can also go grab what I've started working on and show them, the beginning. But can I do one?
Yeah. Do you want to do a bookmark?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I want to choose.
Okay, well, go ahead. There's a whole stack of them there. I showed them the one that I did, and I did outline it in gold. Look, Boo.
I'm going to do this one. That's pretty. But I finally started sewing, and then I have an issue with my sewing, or with my bobbins drop case, my bobbin case that goes in the bottom of the sewing machine. I've had this problem for a while now. I guess it just hadn't been this bad. Like before, it would cause issues, but I would just take the thing apart and then put it back together after cleaning it and rethreading it. But yeah, yesterday, I guess the issue had gotten bad enough to where it just kept jamming over and over and over again. And so then I started telling Nana about how sewing teaches me a lot of patience.
Mm-hmm. That was good.
Yeah, just because there's so many times that, I don't know, I didn't grow up using any kind of technology similar to a sewing machine. It's very old. Not that it works so well, but I feel like most of our even household appliances or
you don't have to churn your own butter.
Yeah, there's no other process that we do anymore
in the house.
Around the house or growing up. There's not a lot of, I just never used any technology or machine that is similar, and so it's just a huge learning curve.
Well, you did craft growing up.
Well, yeah,
but it wasn't with machines.
Yeah, I am super grateful for crafting growing up because I'm very I don't know, it's good, like builds your like creativity muscles and whatever, and I don't know.
And so you think that people, younger people that have just grown up with just technology.
And then I was just thinking about how it teaches me a lot of patience, and that I find impatience is a very common trait among my peers.
You're so cute.
That's literally, I'm not, that same for me too. I can totally be impatient when it comes to technology, honestly. Which is kind of funny because that's the one thing that I will not sit there and figure out. If something, like, in comparison to my peers, I would call myself technologically inept. I am not skilled with the iPhone, which is funny because when I come here, I'm helping Nana and Granddad. But I was saying, I don't know what I'm doing. I can't explain to you how I did it because
you just know how, you just do it.
I just do it.
Yeah.
But and then I was just thinking about how like sewing definitely teaches me a lot of patience, and how I feel like it's important for us, especially for women and for everyone, to have a hobby that and she didn't have to walk 10 miles to school in the snow. Have you seen those memes? It's so funny. Guys, that is hilarious because I know that's like a meme of your parents trek to school. They're like, oh, when I was a kid, I didn't even have a bus stop. I had to walk 8 miles in the snow on bare feet. My parents didn't even buy me a coat. Like, that's a thing. And my mom went to middle school in Alaska, so I imagine the story I got of her trek to school. It was there's mooses chasing them everywhere,
and they did have to walk to school. It wasn't that far; it's only a few blocks. But they did have to walk to school in the winter with moose running around right there.
I got the crazy. I don't know. That's hilarious.
Did you get that story a lot?
Yes, but that's just funny because it's kind of like a joke online, like,
yeah, and you literally had it.
And then I'm like, imagine, my mom stories were really funny. But yeah, I don't know. I just think it's so important to have a creative hobby that, even if it's not something super hard that doesn't test your patience so much, just something that you're having to problem solve and creating, just working with your hands. And I don't know, I feel like it really, really does
build you.
It really does a lot for me. It helps me feel
confident.
It helps with my confidence, and also capable. Like, I feel like I can figure things out.
If you got a YouTube channel, I've seen you do that. I've told the story before. Hi, Marty. Anybody else I miss? Hi, sister. And Kat, I did pull up. Hang on. I did pull. What does that an ad? I did pull up the video you want me to show Boo in just a minute. I haven't looked at it yet either, though, Kat. um, when you and your dad went down to your uncle's house to fix a boat or something, and he forgot your um, fishing line and fishing equipment and fishing box and all that. And she used to watch Bear
It was deer meat for dinner.
Dear Me.
Guys, I grew up in Georgia.
And she used to watch that on the Discovery Channel or whatever it is, where they do the survival skill channel.
Oh, this is different.
Okay.
I would watch a lot of like outdoors.
Yeah,
shows
surviving.
on cable.
Yeah, and she liked Duck Dynasty when she was little. But anyway, so when her dad said, "Well, I got to go fix a boat," and so just hang out here or whatever. So she walked the edge of the lake. She got a stick. She found a hook. She found a cricket or a minnow. I mean, a cricket or and some fishing line. All this stuff. And she built her own fishing pole and put a cricket or a worm. I don't know. I think it was a cricket.
It was a cricket.
It was a cricket. Put it on the line and caught her a fish. So proud of her.
That was funny. Yeah, I think I grew up. Also, that is why I'm grateful for growing up crafting and having access to YouTube.
Both, yeah.
Because I felt like I could always figure anything out.
And you did. You always did that.
There's like nothing that I feel like I couldn't do. And it's kind of a problem because we'll go out shopping or something. I don't know. I'll go out with my friends and they're like, I really want this. And I'm like, I can make that for you. And it's like.
Then they expect you to make it for them?
It's like a wall shelf with these certain things that has this certain stuff. And I'm like, no, we're going to Home Depot. We're going to get a slab of wood and I'm going to make this for you.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I'm like, we do not need to buy this. I can do something. But yeah. I don't know. I also just think it's I guess what I was saying to Nana is how a lot of people around my age who did grow up with a lot of like instant gratification, if there's something that you wanted, you could just look it up. Or also it's the thing that it's like growing up on social media and watching other people explore your interests. And these videos are so personal. You're getting their exact thought process, their exact, like, what's going through their head as they're doing it. Them celebrating once it's complete. Like, I feel like it scratches the same part of your brain as if you were the one who, I don't know, it's if you were the one who
did it.
Because I've even struggled with that. If I'm looking too much into a smaller designer who's built up a brand and has found like success doing it, it's not that I'm less motivated, but I feel like I've already done it in a sense.
Yeah.
And then I was just saying how I feel like a lot of people don't put a lot of energy or mindfulness in trying to seek out. Thank you, Devin. In trying to seek out something that just interests them.
And then Kat said, you're aka Daniel Boone.
Okay, well, I also, guys, I'm feeling I just woke up. Sorry, I'm not making much sense.
No, you're making perfect sense. Okay. And yeah, you just on your first cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Look, I outlined that one in gold too. When you finish it, take the stick and on the tip and kind of flatten it out. It gets rid of all the lines,
Yeah, smooth it out.
Yeah, smooth it out. So I did this one yesterday. Aren't they pretty though? Look, now they just start out like this. These are the Brie Reese. I showed them earlier. I got 2 different packs of the bookmarks and then 2 different packs of the cards. And I flipped them earlier.
Wait, okay. I want to know what you guys' like first hobby was.
Okay, Boo.
What was yours? Did you just jump into drawing?
Yeah, I always drew. Yeah. First my grandma taught me how to write at like age 3 because I was reading and writing very early. She taught me the alphabet very early. So I started writing, which is like drawing. Yeah, great grandma. Started drawing my letters very early on. And then as soon as I got a color book and colors, that was it. I've been an artist. I've been an artist ever since. So arted all my
Coming
life.
to a YouTube channel soon, Sam's Craft and
Well,
Survival.
that would be good. That would be a good one. Sam's Crafting
That's
Survival,
so funny.
where
Sewing age 12.
everything art can save a life.
Yeah.
Good one, Zippy. You like the scratch offs, Marty?
These are fun.
Yeah, and pretty colors. And so Marilyn said sewing age 12. Yeah.
Nana taught me how to hand sew. And I remember I learned to crochet when I was like 7. And I would make just little scarves.
Uh-huh.
And then Nana taught me how to hand sew. I wanted to sew like buttons onto things, and I don't even remember what the first hand sewing project was. But I crochet. Yes, I started to crochet. That was I think crocheting and hand sewing kind of came around the same time. I was like 7.
Because I only know how to crochet just single double crochet.
Yeah, it was
nothing fancy.
crazy.
She gets to make a scarf. That's about all I know how to make crocheting. But I taught her how to do it. But she always likes sewing.
I would come over, and Nana and Cam are really great visual artists, and Cam's big interest was also drawing, and I like to draw and doodle, but I don't know. I don't think I'm a very strong visual artist. It doesn't come as easily / I don't know. It's just not.
That's okay. It's not your.
That's just not
priority.
That's just not my thing.
Yeah.
I always wanted to craft, so I felt like Nana was always trying to find a craft that I could do while I came over. Which, thank you, Nana. And I always just like to make things and figure things out. And I like to learn new things.
Yeah.
I've talked to Cam about this, how I love the learning process, and then once I get good at something, I'm like, okay, I'm a little bored. I want something new.
Uh-huh.
And Cam was saying that he's the exact opposite, whereas he kind of hates the learning process. He wants to be good at things immediately.
Uh-huh.
But once he's good at something, he enjoys practicing it more and more.
Yeah.
But I was thinking that's why I would always hobby hop or like craft hop.
Hobby hopper.
I would get into
that goes in the wingnut book, boo.
Hobby hop.
Hobby hop.
I would go from like, remember the polymer clay? I'm making those little little charms.
Yes.
I would make polymer clay. I got really into that. Nana literally supported any hobby I was interested in and would buy me all the supplies I needed. I remember I got really into polymer clay, and once I started doing it more, Nana bought me like a little easy bake oven so I could bake them without putting it in Mom's oven in the kitchen.
Well, it's one of those toaster ovens that you designate.
Not easy bake. Sorry, that's a toy.
Yeah, you designate a toaster oven to the clay process.
And then like all the clay tools and molds and colors, and that was awesome. I got really into that, and I would make charms and jewelry.
And you got into beading.
Then I got really into jewelry and beading. And then nails. I liked to do nails.
Yeah,
so
you did nails. And
I
think that's probably where you first started getting really into YouTube videos with the nails, right?
I would watch a lot of, there's this one YouTube channel called Cute Polish. Shout out if anyone else was on to Cute Polish. But she made the cutest videos of nail tutorials. And of course, Nana bought me a nail rack and all these nail polishes, which was awesome. And I opened up a nail salon in my neighbor's backyard.
She was doing nails, charging her friends to do their nails in the backyard.
And then
instead of a lemonade stand, she had a nail salon.
It was in the backyard. I literally made my own spa, and I ordered business cards. I had my nail rack, and I was doing nails. And it's kind of funny because then in high school, one of my first jobs, I worked at a nail salon for 2 years. And I learned more about how to do SNS and gel. And then when COVID hit and the nail salon closed,
you had a big business then,
and I was out of work. I set up a nail salon in my bedroom again, and I would have my friends come over and I would do their acrylic nails. And actually, I made real money then because They would give me like $40 each. But then my fingers started hurting and I got carpal tunnel and I was like,
I got carpal tunnel working so much during COVID.
Because if I did 2 girls' nails in one day,
that's
like
a lot.
A lot. Whenever you just learn, it's hard.
Oh my gosh. Let me answer a couple of questions real quick. Somebody asked about, is this better than the Panda Fly? It's just different. A Panda Fly gold pen is like this kind of pen. And this is what I use. And it's the kind that smells. It's a smelly pen, but it's, and you can get it in a bullet tip or a, what do you call it? Chisel tip. And I use a chisel tip. And this is what I use on my discs. When I edged my discs, I use this. It's very gold. It's very pretty, but it is one of the kind of smelly kind of pens, and they're run about $8. So they're not cheap, but it's the Art Deco premium. You can get it. I get them at Hobby Lobby. You can get them at Michael's Hobby Lobby. You can get them online. I'm sorry, but this is what I use for my discs. This is what I use for smaller stuff. Like if I wanted to get in here with the lines or something. Samantha used one of these in her book on Monday. So yes, do you know what the Wingnut book is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well this is going in the Wingnut book.
Wait, what was the other one? It was collecting something like Infinity Stones.
Collecting Infinity Stones?
Wingnut. Yeah, I was like collecting hobbies or something like Infinity Stones.
Okay.
What was it?
I don't know, but I like the hobby hop, and a couple of girls that they're hobby hoppers too.
Yeah,
that's
definitely a hobby, and there's still some hobbies that I still will keep a little supplies. Like with jewelry, I still do have a good bit of jewelry making stuff, and I will always have that because I really enjoy making necklaces and earrings. But now that's why I really love sewing, is because there's so much to learn. I feel like you can always get better.
You'll never out-design your life.
You can never master making clothes because there's always something new to learn or make, or a new tool. And the longer that I sew, I don't know, I do pick up skills that I guess aren't necessarily taught in a tutorial, just something that you have to learn through the process.
Right.
And I guess there's also things that probably work for certain people and don't for others, Like you have your own personal practices that you pick up that makes sense to you.
I'm just glad you found something that you really love, because that's so important. You have to love it. We were talking about that yesterday too. Like if, my art and her sewing, if you don't love it, you're not going to spend the time, the energy, the money, the practice. You're not going to do any of that if you don't love it. Like I don't like to sew. I mean, I used to work for a cross stitch company, and I know how to do basic stitching and stuff like that, but I don't enjoy it. So I'm not buying, y'all saw, I bought myself that little tiny sewing machine to work on Barbie clothes. I did not like even sewing Barbie clothes. I hand stitched all my Barbie clothes. I just didn't get into it.
That's how I started
making
sewing
clothes.
I made clothes for my American Girl dolls.
Yeah.
There were lots of hot glue dresses during that.
A lot of hot glue dresses during that season of your life.
Because I wasn't necessarily super patient as a child.
Yeah, well, most kids aren't, but they learn it if they want to get good at something, like you did with sewing,
Yeah. I was also saying, like, a huge milestone for me through learning to sew was actually sitting down and figuring out the root cause of why my sewing machine keeps jamming, or why I keep having the same issue over and over again. Actually sitting down and like reading the manual or watching some YouTube videos, or usually both, and actually taking the machine apart and figuring it out. So hard.
Now, I can't play the whole thing, and I don't know what this is, but Kat, who just said that, sent you a video. So we'll watch just a minute of it, and I'll forward you the email. Okay. So here's what happens in Midtown New York City before 9 a.m. No, she's been to New York, so it's not like she's never been there. But okay, here, let's just watch it for a second. But Kat sent you this link. So I thought that was nice. That was nice, Kat. So just is it the hustle and bustle, or is there something that we should be waiting for on this, Kat?
Wait a minute.
Okay. Oh, turn the
So I can
light.
see
Yeah,
it
turn the
better.
light down, brightness. Okay, yeah, that is better. And it says before the luxury towers and just in the middle. Trains ran down the middle. So it's got little stuff in.
In the 1860s, they buried the tracks and planted gardens on top.
So it's got a little story here. Kat, if you want to put the link so everybody can watch it, and I'll send it to Samantha. Okay. I'll send it to her.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I saw a video yesterday of this guy. He was like the reality of living in Manhattan and commuting in Manhattan. And then it was just him getting on 2 different train lines and being in a lot of foot traffic. And some of the comments were like, New York City is just high school for adults. Everyone has their backpack on and is like taking the train to work. He was like, yes, exactly.
I'm trying to forward it to you. It's not probably going to let me do it in here because of the internet, but I'll send it to you after the stream when I go out of the room. Oh, where'd it go? Hang on. There we go. Okay. I'll forward it to her, Kat. So it's New York before 9 a.m. So there's the link that Kat just showed us. All right, I'm going to do something real quick. Because y'all know I'm not doing the random.org anymore because it got too hectic and with the ads and the lag, and it wasn't working any longer with so many people. So here's what I'm going to do today. We're going to do different ways to do some give. Yes, she'll be living in Brooklyn. That's what they're asking for.
Yeah, I'm living in Brooklyn. In a more I don't want to I'm not going to give you my exact zip code, you stalkers.
You stalker. But anyway,
but
yeah.
I am living in a quieter neighborhood in Brooklyn, so it won't be too far of a commute from Manhattan, but
okay, Elisa, before you go, wait a minute. Let me see if I can get out of here for a second. I haven't shown this. Speaking of crafting and stuff, Elisa made these for me some years ago. I know you've seen them, Samantha. But hey, girl!
Oh
hey!
My gosh! Yes.
I sent some of y'all a link to. There's a hairdresser that when their client sits in the chair, she brings these out and starts, fixing their hair and stuff like that. Anyway, so yeah, I used to pull those out quite often. All right, let's see if I can get back in here. Okay, so I'm going to do a giveaway real quick. A couple. Wait, let me get a couple envelopes going. Go ahead, Boo. Say whatever you want to talk about. Do you have anything you want to talk about?
Lynn wants someone to put the YouTube link in the chat.
She did, Lynn. Kat put the link in.
This is going to be my bookmark for the next few months.
Okay, so I'm going to do this.
Oh, I sold 2 books on Pango.
Oh, well, we got to hurry. We got to get over to UPS and get those suckers mailed. We'll do that after we stream, okay?
Okay.
I'll print your labels out for you. I told Samantha when she gets big and famous, I'll go to work for her in the shipping department.
Nana's going to be in shipping and handling.
All right, let's get 4 of these. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I'm going to do the gold outline.
Okay, you want to try it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little tricky. You go for it. You got to practice. You might practice on something else. Are you just going to, I was going to say put it on a piece of paper. So
is that okay?
That's okay.
Sorry, I'm ruining the.
No, it's okay. Here, just grab this. There, put it on that. Okay, so I'm squeezing back in here. All right, so what I'm going to do, I can't find my Sharpie markers are up here somewhere. I can't find where I put some of the Sharpie markers. They're up here somewhere. Is this one? Hang on. Let's see if this was working. There we go. Okay. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is, where's my little paper? I saw it. Oh, here. All right. So Marty was the first one that said that she liked this kind of scratch off. So Marty is going to get one. And then Marty, are you still here? We'll see. This may not work either, but we're going to try. All right. So Marty's going to get one.
Can I have the smaller gold pen?
Yeah. There you go. So Marty, okay. So now Marty, you pick somebody. I'm sorry, I'm out of frame. Marty, you pick somebody to get one. Pick from here. That's here. Pick somebody that's in the room who will get one next. Okay. So Marty gets one. And Marty, you pick somebody. I'm going to watch chat while Samantha's working on her project here. Okay. So we're gonna let the next person pick. We're going to give away 4. Okay. So Marty gets one. So I'll give her a second to look through chat. Ellen. Okay. And I'm just make sure I have, I do have y'all's address, but if I don't have your address, you have to give me your address. Okay. So Ellen, I have Ellen's. Ellen, you pick the next person. So Marty, Ellen, you pick the next person. Nairo. Okay, where's Ellen? I'm watching for Ellen now. Ellen, you pick next.
I added some more gold.
Oh, that looks good, boo. You get to keep it.
New bookmark.
Okay, I don't have Lynn's address. Lynn, are you willing to give your address to me? She has to be willing to give me her address. Let me see if she answers me first. Okay.
I'm going to do another spread.
Okay, yay. All right, let me move this down.
Maybe I'll add on to this one.
Okay, so Lynn, you have to send, here's my email. Email me your address. Hang on, I'm putting it in.
I like
All right, there you go. There's my address. So now you get to pick one person, Lynn. Linda, Lynn, crafting.
This one's fun.
I don't have a Facebook group, Lynn. Lynn, I don't have a Facebook group. You need to email me your address, okay? I'm not in a Facebook group. I'm not in Ellen's Facebook group. So pick somebody. Pick somebody. Yeah. All right, pick somebody. I'll wait just another minute. Do you need some scissors, Boo?
Yes, please.
Little or big or both?
There's
both. Yeah, that's a good idea, Kat. I don't know how old she is. Ellen's already getting one. Ellen picked you. Ellen picked you, Lynn. So you have to pick somebody else. Lynn, she picked you, Lynn. So pick somebody else. All right. Well, y'all, maybe my mods can take care of getting a fourth person. I mean, I don't know. Just can you give me a name, Lynn, or I'll get Ellen to pick somebody else. Marty picked Ellen. Ellen picked you. Now you pick somebody else. Okay. Oh. Let me see here. Oh, bless you. Cat. Okay, cat. There we go. So cat. Cat gets one. All right, there we go. All right, so cat gets one. Now, Lynn, you have to send me your address, or I don't have any way of sending it to you. All right, there we go. So those four people are going to get one of these and a bookmark. So you'll get one of these and a bookmark. Okay. So I'll fix that up for y'all later. Put it in a little card, and that will come out to y'all tomorrow. We'll see how this works. I can't be. My giveaways got way too convoluted, and I'm not gonna. It's just not gonna work if we won't do giveaways. Okay. So next.
Nana's threatening the giveaways.
Yeah, I'm threatening the giveaways. Good one, Samantha. All right. And if you need some, I got the baby wipes over here. If you need those, I'll put them over there for you. Okay. So there we go. Y'all four will get some of this to scratch off, and all you need is a popsicle stick. I'm not sending you the stick. You'll have to get your own popsicle stick or something to scratch off with it. Okay. So these are two that I did with them, and they're these little Bria Reese little. I'm going to do another one here. Let's see, which one do I want to do? I'm going to do another bookmark. No, I think I might want to do. I want to do a cat. Do I want to do the cat or the bat? Oh no. Don't want to do another moth. While Samantha's working in her book. Let's see. Maybe I will do a book. Oh, let's see. What's in this one?
Do you have any? I know you do. Do you have any like space collage soups?
Yes, I have space. Well, it's not. I don't know how. All right, I'll get up and find. Because I know where it is.
This looks like space.
There's a whole section of space ones in here.
This one looks good.
But there is a whole section of space, like 4 or 5 different kinds of books in there. Just kind of do a flip. We'll see. Okay, well, she's going through the collage soup books. Now she's picking. Now it's like, oh my gosh, I want this one. No, I want to use this one. All right, CB, see you later, CB. CB, do you want one? CB, I'm going to send you one. I'm going to give you one, CB. CB says she's going to take her dolls and go home.
And go home?
Yeah, she has to leave. She's just being funny. CB, I'm going to send you one too. All right. All right. So let's see. I don't want to do another mushroom because we'll put Pam under the table.
Ditching the vibe of the book, but
oh, you do whatever you want. That's what it's fun about it. It's a junk journal.
I want to do a space one.
Okay, but do you want some actual space stickers and stuff? Okay. If you do, let me know. I'll pull you out some, okay? All right. I know you were joking, CB, but now you're getting one. And you got to do it. All right, let me back out a little bit here, boo.
Do you have a ruler?
Oh, do I have a ruler?
Yeah.
Janet, do I have a ruler? I'm just kidding. Janet's the ruler queen. Okay, yes, I do. And you're going to have to be the one to climb out and get it. See right there? There's all kinds of rulers. Okay, so let's see. Do I want to do a pumpkin? Let's do and see, these are all, I took the other one apart because, it's just easier to get at, but I'll just tear the, what do you call it? The perforation. Where is it there? I know it's there. There we go. It's just easier to, all right, here we go. Trim off that perforation. What else do you need, boo? You need glue stick?
Just thinking, but I think I thought
you thunk it out?
I've thunk enough.
Yeah, just have fun with it. Tina goes, what is this crazy talk about a ruler? Okay. So I'm going to do another one of these while Samantha's working on that. Yeah, my rulers are not, they're behind me on the work table behind me. Just got to say. Thank you, Tina. Thanks, guys. They are cool though. These are little cool things.
We're already prepping for Halloween.
Yeah, I know. I've got my cute and creepy color book that I work in every year. And of course, I do a collage pumpkin every year.
Are you doing Inktober?
Yes, I am doing Inktober. This year it's going to be Ink Zootober with zoo animals. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a poster. Like the last few years, I've done poster.
Yeah.
Do you remember them? Do I need to pull them out so you can see them?
I remember.
Okay.
Inktober.
Oh, Vale, thank you
Last
so
year was
much, Vale.
Insectober.
Yeah, Insectober. Yeah, thank you. Oh, look, Vale sent me a super chat and said, Sam, safe travels, much success. And being that I'm a mom, always travel in a group.
Aww.
We hear you, Vale. And Vale, I'll send you for
Thank
that
you,
super
Vale.
chat. I'm going to send you one of these scratch offs, Vale. You're in the scratch off list for the day. I got you down for one of these, Vale. Thank you so much. All right, so let's see. It is a little loud, isn't it? Do I need to go slower so it's not so loud, or is that annoying? It's not too bad, is it? Yeah, chopstick, popsicle stick. You can use anything. You use your fingernail if it came down to it. It's not hard to get this.
Came down to it.
Yeah.
If you're in a real pinch.
And a real pinch. Yeah. We don't need a YouTube video for it, do we, Boo?
Mom would be the type to watch a scratch off method YouTube video.
Does she think so? Aw,
Yes.
she's so cute, isn't she? Aw.
She'd be taking notes.
Taking notes on a scratch off. See how pretty that is, though? Let me. Right? Aw, Vale says, I'm so excited for you, Samantha.
Thank you. I'm super excited. I do have some friends there.
Yeah.
So I won't be alone.
And she said she met a writer woman that's about her age in her building. Last time she was there,
Yeah.
she met a writer girl, woman. She's Samantha's age.
Yeah, there's a young girl who I rode the elevator with and I started talking to, and she lives in the building and she's a writer. I don't know, she was really nice. I might
Hook up and befriend her. Yeah. Aren't they colorful, Kat? Well, you're getting one, so. And like I said, after you get all the main stuff scratched off, I took the side of this and kind of smoothed it all out so that you don't see all the lines as heavily, so that we could make a YouTube video on it, right, Boo? Mm-hmm. You have a plan in your head?
Kind of. A loose plan.
A loose plan? Yeah, so we went all kinds of places yesterday. I was telling them where we went, the bookstore. And if you get up and get you some coffee, go show them your book or two that you got. She got her a couple of books. And we went to Target, went to Michael's. Yeah, this is going to look really pretty. I'll edge it with the gold. All those lines, you're going to make Janet faint. Janet loves lines. Really? Yeah, Janet loves rulers and lines.
That's what's up, Janet.
Let's see. Twisted Art Lady. I might be much older than the other Samantha. Oh, you're a Samantha too? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, Samantha's, I always forget, 20?
I'm 23.
3. Okay, 23. And Cameron's 25. 25. 3, 4,
no, 26.
6. Yeah, it's 3 years. Yeah. See, we both forgot.
Cam's 26. Cam is Well, yeah.
living his best life in Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Do you have any recent pictures of him in Yellowstone? He knows to stay away from the buffaloes because they're trained. Did you see that video of the old man that got bumped? Oh my gosh. It was all over the news. I know you don't watch a lot of it, but there he was with his grandson, or I think grandson or granddaughter. He wanted to get close and get a picture. It's horrible.
Did he get hurt?
I think he broke a leg.
Oh no.
But what happened was he kept getting closer and closer, and he tried to get away from it, and the buffalo bison came on, bumped him, butted him, and he went up in the air and did a twirl.
How old was he?
He was old.
That makes me sad.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, that obviously you gotta be a little smarter than that. But
yeah, but it was.
That is sad.
Yeah, but he's okay. I was gonna say he just broke a leg, but he got away he got away pretty good, for not having been hit by a bison. Yeah. So anyway, I said all that to say they're trained when they go there not to get close to the animals, right, Pamela? Pamela's in Sweden, and she saw it.
I was kind of laughing because yesterday when we were running errands, I was talking to Nana about the 8-day camping trip I went on in Hawaii. And then later on, I was sitting by the garden, and she came out and was like, "Don't get bit by any ants."
Yeah, we got fire ants in the backyard, and she went on 8-day trip to Hawaii with her friends.
I was just talking to you about my 8-day camping trip. I think I can figure out where to sit in the grass.
Yeah, she was sitting in the grass by the garden in the backyard, and I was afraid because fire ants are no joke. Yeah. And if you would have got swarmed by fire ants, I would have felt terrible just letting you sit out there.
No, I know, but I also know because
you grew up in Georgia, yeah.
I know that there's ants around the garden.
Yeah. You want to tell them about your trip, how y'all just decided to try to take the cheapest route and how y'all got to Hawaii?
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell that story.
So one of my best friends, my two best friends that I met in college, Ava and Abby, they're two sisters that are like a year and a half apart. So Abby is 23 and then Ava's 21. But I lived in London with Ava, and we were like best friends ever since. They're awesome. They're super adventurous and open-minded, and they love to be outside. So we've had a lot of fun memories. We do a lot of bonfires and camping. They also live in a really beautiful, like, magic fairy house in the forest. You would love their house, Nana. This old, like, eccentric couple built it for their kids to grow up in.
Oh, is it for sale?
I wish. No, there's murals on all the walls. There's lofts. And because they're both really into art too, their art's everywhere. It's just a really beautiful house. But anyway, I hang out there a lot. But so Ava, this semester, my last semester of college, she was signed up for a study abroad that started in the Hawaiian Islands and went to Fiji, Australia, and New Zealand. So she was studying sustainability and nature there, and because those countries have very sustainable practices and intense laws surrounded by it. So they just like went and looked at how they were farming and whatever. But she was starting her study abroad, her fall semester in Hawaii, and her sister Abby, who is also my good friend, had graduated in December. So she went on her senior or graduation trip with her friends, and she was in Hawaii. So naturally Ava's like, all right, you have to come too, because I don't know.
Your friends, you had to go.
Yeah, the three of us just do a lot of outdoorsy stuff. And so she's like, you have to come to Hawaii. Abby's already there and I'm going and whatever. And so it was so last minute, but we were trying to figure out the way to get there the cheapest. And I spent a lot of my savings, but it was so worth it. We ended up finding $400 tickets. We're in Atlanta, and so a $400 ticket to Hawaii is not bad.
And how many hours was it?
But it was $400 because it was a 17-hour travel process. So we flew about 4.5 hours to San Francisco. No, sorry. Okay. We flew 4.5 hours to San Diego and then immediately flew an hour to San Francisco.
And then you had a layover there?
And then that's where we had our longest layover. I think it was like 6 hours or 6 to 8 hours. And our initial plan was like we were thinking, because we got to San Francisco at maybe 11 o'clock at night. We left Atlanta at 4 p.m. And then we were going to either just sleep at our gate, because our next flight was at like 6 a.m. So we're like, we'll either sleep at the gate, or we were thinking we might rent a car.
And sleep in the car?
Or like we were thinking we might drive the Golden Gate Bridge, go see it and get some food, and then sleep in the car, because the car rental was like $30, whereas the cheap hotel, the airport hotel, was like $60. We were just really trying to budget here, but we got there and we were like, we are not as strong as we thought.
So you slept in the chair until
so we like sat down and we were both just so exhausted. We were like, you know what, let's splurge on the hotel. So we ended up getting this cheap hotel and showered and slept for maybe 4 or 5 hours, and then went back to the airport and boarded our flight to Maui. And it was honestly awesome because Hawaiian Airlines is so incredibly nice.
They camped out and went barefoot.
Oh yeah, but once we got to Maui, I stayed there for I think 9 days total. We stayed in Paia, which is the surf town. It's like the surf capital one of the surf capitals of the world. That's where the tides are extremely high. There were some beaches that swimming was closed because of the tides were so intense. We also went during peak surf season in January. And there were most in Paia, you couldn't even surf unless you were a professional because it was so dangerous.
Wow.
But it was beautiful, and I argue that that's like the best time of year to go because you're watching all these professional athletes surf, which is just so beautiful and cool. They're so talented, and it's just really cool to see. And then it's these people who are just like the best surfers in the world, and they're from all over the world. Abby was on one of the islands while they were filming a competition, and she was like on TV. But and it's also like mating season, so all the sea turtles were on the shore.
Oh, okay. I was going to say between the surfers.
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
I don't know.
We go to Hawaii during the mating season.
But it was mating season for the sea creatures.
I did show them the picture of you with the sea turtle.
Yeah, so there's all these sea turtles on the shore, like beaches full of sea turtles. It was insanity. It was really beautiful. And there were whales close to the shore, like in these little coves. So we saw so many whales and turtles. That was awesome. But we stayed in a hostel for 2 nights, the first 2 nights, which is just we shared a bedroom with other travelers. Met a lot of cool friends. But after that,
you didn't have to share beds, did you?
No. No, it's just
I'm kidding.
Yeah, it was a cheap way to travel and meet friends. But
well, was it one of those 2 sisters that went to Spain or someone and was working at a hostel and got to live there for free?
Yeah, she was in Southeast Asia.
Okay.
But
is that the one I met at your graduation that was sitting next to us that just got back from?
Fiona was with Ava.
Okay.
She went to be with Ava.
Okay.
But so yeah, after 2 days of being there, we rented a Nissan Xterra with a camper tent on the roof, and we started the highway to Hana. And if you look at Maui as an island, it's like this, and then the highway to Hana is on this side.
What do you mean I'm not right in the head, Kat? Go ahead, Samantha.
But yeah, so we got a Nissan Xterra that had a camper on top and trekked the highway to Hana, which is so beautiful. We stopped to see many waterfalls. And then we just camped for like 7 days. We camped in the national park. We camped on Black Sand Beach, so where the igneous rocks are and where the igneous rocks form the beaches, so all the sand was black.
You weren't walking on volcanic rocks barefoot, were you?
Yes, we were.
Oh my gosh, did you cut your feet?
No.
Ugh.
But we also, one of the most awesome days, in my opinion, or things that we did, was when we camped in the national park. There is a bamboo forest hike, and it was just so beautiful. I'm getting distracted. We hiked through the bamboo forest, and it was awesome. Anyway, that was just the most awesome trip of my life.
And then how long did it take you to get back?
Getting back wasn't terrible. I think I had a one-way flight from Hawaii. Well, no, that's a lie. So getting back, me and Abby actually was going from Alaska to Hawaii to go visit a friend, which is crazy. She went
that's
through
what
two different climates.
Well, that's what we did when we took your mom and Aunt Nene to Hawaii in 84, I think it was 1984. Flew from Alaska to Hawaii, and it was in the winter when we left and got into Hawaii. And then it was so funny when we flew back to Alaska. Everybody's flying in in the airport in their shorts and tank tops with tans and everything. And then they get off the plane and it's like snowing out there. They like didn't think that it was going to be cold when they got off the plane in Alaska in winter. Anyway, so yeah, I get that.
That was funny. Yeah, she touched down in Anchorage with her tie-dye I Heart Maui hoodie and some flip-flops.
And some flip-flops,
a sunburn.
Oh my gosh, and a sunburn. I remember that, yeah. And I mean, when it happened to us,
Yeah. So she was flying to Hawaii the same time I was flying back to California. So Abby and I we went to the airport together, and then we were at the same gate. The airport there is so small. And then she left before me, and so I just waited for my flight. My flight was delayed. That kind of stunk, because then I was by myself, and I was just like tired. I'd been sleeping outside all week.
Aw, but you did it.
It wasn't terrible. It was fine. But yeah, so then I flew back to California and then flew directly back to Atlanta, so it was not terrible. And then Cam picked me up from the airport and surprised me with one of our friends.
That was nice.
And then I cried telling him about the experience because it was so magical.
Oh, honey, you cried.
Yeah, I felt like a child experiencing the forest for the first time. The nature there is just so pretty.
Oh, well, I'm so glad you got to go with your buds.
Me too.
I'm still looking for you and the turtle while you've been talking. Because I know I have the picture of you.
Some photos.
Okay, if you can find it, that'd be great. Because I'm still scrolling. Oh, wait, I found the turtle. You can find some more, though. But I did find the turtle picture.
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
Yeah. So there's Boo on the beach with the turtle.
It was awesome.
You can show some others if you can find them. You're good at finding them quick.
I have different albums.
Okay, see, I don't have the albums. I just have 25,000 pictures, literally.
Yeah, that's why I gotta get the albums going.
Yeah, I should get the albums going, but yeah.
Oh my gosh, this was at the top of our hike. This is Abby. Abby had a praying mantis.
Oh, it's a praying mantis on her?
It's a big one.
Oh my gosh, they don't bite? They didn't that day. They didn't bite that day.
Oh, this was the bamboo forest during the hike, and I was like dancing around the
bamboos. Turn it sideways so show the whole thing. Yeah. Zoomy.
It's so beautiful, you guys.
Oh, the bamboo forest. Did you feel like a little fairy?
Yes, because we laid on the ground and looked up at them, and the bamboos knock, so it makes a beautiful song.
Oh, very peaceful.
Yes. Oh, this is Ava with the flowers. This is a good shot. Isn't this a beautiful picture?
Well, she got a flower in her mouth?
Yeah, but with the flower bush
behind. Oh, yeah, it is pretty.
It's a pretty picture. That's my friend Ava. Tina said, I only had the chance to see one sea turtle on the beach in my life. It was the middle of the night, and it was on the beach going back to the water. They're so huge, but If you go to Maui in January, you'll see mini turtle.
Yeah, everybody, just go to Maui in January and you'll see all the
Oh, this is a really
I
cool
love you,
shot that I
boo.
got.
Go ahead.
Wait, it's a little blurry. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is the black sand beach that we camped at in the morning. And look, the helicopter flew right by as I took the photo.
Oh, good shot.
Isn't that crazy?
That was in air,
Nana?
flying in air.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So somebody must have wanted to see that sunrise from the helicopter.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
It just flew
Oh, show.
right
Oh,
by.
well, I didn't see it move and show it again.
Look, that's it.
Show it again. There it goes.
Flew right by as I took the photo.
Awesome. Good catch. Good catch.
It was awesome, you guys. Also, I was in the thrift store a couple days before I left, and I found a book on Maui. And so I had this guide, and basically the entire time it had maps, and it told you about the history, the native language, the fruit, the farms, the hotels. And it was cute because someone had donated it, but they had written in it while they were on vacation. So I saw all the things that person did before
I bet
me.
that was interesting. Did you keep
really
it?
Cute. I still have it.
Okay.
This is me like hugging the rock because I was like,
Zoom
it's so
in.
pretty.
Zoom in. Oh, you rock hugger.
That was in a cave.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah. And then this is another hike.
I can't see what's going on. See, I'm looking here so I can see what the
handstand on the
bridge. Zoom in. You're doing it. I see a yoga pose on the bridge. Okay. Are y'all interested in this? This is fun, isn't it? I think
Granddad thought it was funny because I was going everywhere in my cowgirl hat and my jean jacket.
Yeah. Well, then, so you just travel with one outfit and go barefoot in Hawaii?
I did not travel with many things. This is one of the waterfalls.
That's pretty. Zoom in.
That's Ava looking up at the waterfall.
Yeah, Terry said great pics. Devin said, I love Hawaii. Thank you for sharing these stories and photos.
This is me and Abby. Abby's like in the water. It was awesome, you guys. I would do that trip over again in a second. Oh, this is when we camped in the national park. So this is the Xterra that we rented that had the camper on top. It was super easy.
How did y'all divide up the sleeping arrangements?
So there's 4 of us, so we would just trade every other night who slept in the car, who slept in the tent.
And who slept in the top?
We just
rotated, yeah.
This time it rained, and so everyone slept in the car and I slept in the tent in the rain by myself.
Oh, did you get rained on too, or was it dry?
They were like, girl, come in the car, but I was like, I'm fine.
I mean, it wasn't like lightning striking
no,
and
it was
stuff.
Just a little wet. This is the view from the top, or from the bottom, looking up at the bamboo.
Oh, zoom in on that. That's looking up at the bamboo.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Like, this is the knocking sound I was talking about.
I don't know, babe. You might have.
Is this a live photo? This is not a live photo. But yeah, it was awesome. Get outside, you guys.
Get outside.
Get outside as much as you can. This is the beach at night.
Oh, that's so pretty, boo.
I would love to go see Australia, but we'll never get there. Too afraid to fly. Yeah, that's a really long flight.
Yeah, Janet, CB, who was here a little while ago, and Xandra, they flew to Australia to visit Jen, one of the other girls. And they flew, and it's like how long is it? 16? I don't remember. It's a long flight.
It's a really long flight.
To Australia. Bless you. Do you need a Zyrtec? She is semi-allergic to the cats. Not as bad as Cameron, but I did get her some Zyrtec before she got here.
I'm going to go take one really quick.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Grab you a banana. Eat something. Okay. Mm-hmm. Was there something else that you were gonna do down there?
No, I'm going to grab coffee and Zyrtec.
Okay, coffee and Zyrtec in the morning. Yeah, the stuff you're working on. Okay. Yeah, I was just looking. I found some of the pictures of her when she at school, some of her design, her displays. When she at her graduation, we had her take us over to the school museum and give us a tour. And I said, okay, well, give us a lecture like you're going to give a professional lecture, like a docent, So she gave us a whole lecture on the museum, and yeah, so that was fun to hear her discuss the whole um the whole museum. All right, so Janet's at 15 hours from San Francisco, first class and swanky hotels. Let's see. Hi, Bayou. Anybody else coming in? Um, it was fun to have her do that for us while we were at the museum. It was just us in the museum and just different displays that she's worked on. So, yeah. But what award is it? The Peabody Award. The Peabody Award started here at Georgia, UGA. So anyway, all right. I hope y'all aren't bored listening to Samantha's stories because I love hearing them. Okay, let's see. School starting back and working on class. Okay, Bayou. I already hit the Walmart and to get some school supplies a couple weeks ago. To get some school supplies because I like to get some new pens and markers and stuff during school supplies. Devin, I went to New Zealand, Australia in the 80s and on student work broad thing. It was awesome. Yeah, that's what Samantha went to Europe. Uh, she went to Europe for her study abroad. And she can tell you all the places. Well, I told y'all about it when she was gone. Every week I would tell y'all where she was during that week. It was fun. She had a great time. She learned a lot, and she's just so tiny. She's only like 5 foot even, I think. So she looks like a little kid, traveling. Uh, okay, Marty. You're welcome. And Marty, I do have your address, right? I'll email you. Okay, you'll email it to me. Okay, do so, Marty, so I can send you out some little scratch off things to do here. They're very cool. So we're going to stay a few more minutes. I'll let her show the project she's working on, and then we'll probably head on out. Hopes she'll be home for lunch, and then she wants to go meet up with Denise and other things. I bought that highlight pack. Okay, yeah, that was a good one, wasn't it, Devin? Some good pastel-y colors. Yeah, I like that set too. You're welcome, Marty. But these are the ones that I did so far. And if y'all missed it, I did a flip through the little books and through the Halloween book that I got at Michael's. But look how vibrant they are. They start out so plain. Look at that. And then look how vibrant they turn out. I mean, it's that's actual color in there. That's how vibrant they are. And then I outlined them in gold. Aw. Let's see. Do I have anything else? I think she's done looking at those cards. And yeah, she's not going to make this very far, I don't think. She could take it with her, but she said she doesn't have room. Do you have any questions or anything? I don't think I can handle Hawaii these days. It's a 10-hour from New York. Yeah, Katie. She doesn't mind. She doesn't seem to mind the hours on a plane. I couldn't do it either. I mean, that's a long flight, and I don't know how Janet and them did it to Australia. Well, Pam just got back from Australia. She went and visited family and Messy Di in Australia. So Sydney up the Cape to visit then around. So Devin's talking. You under people that have been there will know what you're talking about, Devin. Yeah, she is a seasoned traveler already. I was telling her about the first time me and my sister Jody, when we flew to Germany, when we were, I think we were maybe barely 12 and 13. So by ourselves, we flew from San Antonio to New York and from New York to Germany. Oh, there we go, Boo. You going to show this before we have to go? Got about
Yeah.
10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
You going to show some pictures?
I want to show, yeah, because this is
Okay.
not fin. I want to show you the finished product, what they typically look like, and then I'll show you.
She's going to show some of her belts that she's made. She sells them on Depop.
Sorry, y'all.
That's okay. Take your time. She's looking through her phone.
Good ones. Okay, so this is kind of the belts that I like to make.
Oh, that's a good one.
So this is, I'm wearing a skirt and then I'm wearing this belt over it. So it's kind of just a way to switch up your skirts or your pants. You can wear them on.
And you make those out of old jeans and pants, right?
Yeah, and I use all upcycled materials. So this is one wearing it on like just with pants. So they have like pockets and they lace up the side.
Yeah, they all lace up the side and they have pockets and zippers and they're so cute.
So I started working on some, these ones aren't finished, but this is kind of how they look as I'm creating them. This is the back actually. But yeah, so I use
Tina calls them she used to think they'd be tourniquets. No, I told her that before, Tina. It's funny.
So this one's plain. I'll add like pockets or zippers or stud them.
That's why there's lace, Tina, so you can have them as loose as you want. Go ahead,
She said she doesn't want to have to deal with anyone else.
Yeah, we're talking about the traveling. Yeah.
Well, this I need to cut, but yeah. So this is just, obviously these are unfinished, but these are kind of what they look like as I'm making them. We went to the Goodwill yesterday and bought some, I've been into like, this isn't mustard yellow, this is more of like a burnt orangey brown.
Burnt sienna.
Yeah. But I also got this mustard yellow denim that I'm loving.
Tina said, I'm kidding, Sam. They are adorable.
No, I know. Thank you guys.
You should have brought up that.
I was laughing.
I want to bring up that pair of pants with the news on it.
Okay.
Can I go get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's under the table.
Okay.
I can grab it if you want. This one has a little more progress, but there's like a little pocket. I wish that I had some finished product to show, but I know I've shown you guys before. But it is really fun. My Depop is called Alter. I'll see if I can find any more photos. This one was one of my faves. Nana's not kidding when she says the Wi-Fi in here is not the fastest. But this was like a dark denim with a little...
You'll be able to make some good stuff out of this. I'm going to run to the bathroom. You can show it.
We got this fabric that is like newspaper. So I'm super excited about this. I'm going to make something cool. This reminds me, I can show you guys this one that I have. Let's see. Please hold. Oh, I really like these. Wait. Did you show them the jacket too?
No, I didn't show them the jacket, but yeah.
I also made this jacket.
I love the jacket. You need to send it
It
to
had
me again.
two-tone sleeves, so the sleeves are darker.
Isn't that cool,
But
guys?
it's all upcycled denim.
Yeah, she upcycles all this stuff.
So that was a cool like fitted jacket.
Oh, there you go. Isn't that awesome? Janet goes, I love that,
How's
boo.
the back? This one's awesome. I love
She
it.
just makes it out of, yes, zoom in on one of the details of the arms. Or see, look, this jean seams.
Yeah, there's lots of cool seams and patchwork. So those are really fun. This is some of the work I did in CAD, like my digital design software that I was learning. Oh my gosh, Nana, talk about patience. I spent 2.5 hours figuring out how to make a translucent dress read a Sylvia Plath poem. My professor didn't know how to do it.
Oh, and you figured it out?
I was like emailing him and I was like, do you know how can I add this? How can I add text to the fabric because the method of adding an image or something, you just had to upload it as like an art.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, I've never done that. I don't know how to do that. And he was like, you can try this, but like let me know what you figure out. And
you figured it out?
I spent like 2.5 hours figuring out how to make that stupid.
Do you have a picture?
Translucent dress read a Sylvia Plath poem, which everyone in my program like was laughing at. They thought it was really funny. My professor loves me. And then he offered, literally I graduated and a week later he offered me a job doing CAD design. I don't like
the least thing that you want to do.
I don't like it. It's funny, the things you don't like are sometimes the things that you are better at.
Oh, Tina says some of the things remind her of the Free People brand.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's a nice compliment, Tina.
I do love Free People.
Pamela said, you're very creative. Yes, it's made of old jeans, Katie.
This one was super cool. This is like one of everyone's favorite. Let me see if I can find a good photo.
We always find kind of cool stuff though I told her I'm gonna have to start going thrifting for her and send her Happy Mail packages up to New York. Bye, girls, take my money, boo. But we found this while she's looking. We found this pair of pants. But look, she can cut all this up. Look, it's like newspaper articles and just all different kind of.
I love fabrics with any kind of text.
Text, yeah. So she'll be able to make something good out of this.
Okay. This was one of the belts that I loved. It had the fringe.
Oh, that's so good. I love the fringe. Zoom in on that fringe. And you stenciled.
Oh, and it's hand painted.
Yeah. Very cool.
I think that's what I'm going to do with some of these. I'm going to add fringe to the brown.
Okay, yeah.
But I wanted to show them this corset that I made. It reminds me of this fabric a little bit.
Okay.
And then I'll find the Sylvia Plath dress.
Okay.
Oh, here's like a photo of my space while I was working.
Do you want to give them your Depop?
I said it earlier.
Oh, okay. Oh, look how you have them hanging up. Look at you and your little sewing studio system. Mm-hmm. That's awesome, boo. I hadn't seen that picture.
Yeah. If I'm working on a project, sometimes I'll have maybe, I don't know, I'll work from 2 or 3 pairs of old jeans or jackets. So I'll make like 5 or 6 belts that are the same style,
Uh-huh.
They kind of look a little similar.
Yeah, Faithful said I could send bulk cases of ranch dressings. So I could sell it. Oh my gosh, Faithful. I mean, the Scottish people, especially the Scots, loved the ranch. That was so fun. I loved the FIFA camaraderie.
I found it.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for it to load. So this is the dress I spent like 3 hours trying to figure out how to make a translucent dress read Sylvia Plath.
Okay, zoom way in.
But I had to.
I see that you're talking about the text actually on the fabric.
On the translucent fabric, and then I had to give her garments underneath And
Right.
I know it seems very straightforward, but
look how it's wrapping her body.
But CAD is the worst. I'm so sorry. I just don't love it. I do not love it. It's a lot of troubleshooting, trial and error over and over
Well,
again.
you figured it out. Should have been
It's
proud
hard
of
to
yourself.
layer. I was.
I
Very
bet
proud
you
of
got an
myself.
A on that.
Oh, yeah. My CAD professor literally loved me. Like I got really close with him. He's the one who helped me. Like I made that jacket with him.
Oh, okay. Well, y'all did a great job. Yeah.
I love him. Shout out Dr. Joe at UGA. His specialty is he is optimizing the design, like the fireman's boot design to make them like the best.
Oh, do you have any pictures of you and him together?
Actually, yeah, I do.
I was going to say you should have got a picture of y'all since your favorite professor, Dr. Joe. Dr. Joe.
Dr. Joe. He went to a school in South Korea. He's from South Korea, but then he went to an Ivy League. He went to Columbia for his PhD in the U.S. and now he is very beloved in the fashion program.
Oh, very beloved in the fashion program. That's sweet, boo.
He's awesome. I do have a photo of like our whole class with him.
Yeah, Kat goes, that looks like a lot of work on that dress. Yeah.
Work. But worth it. I don't know, it was fun. Because I feel like sometimes once I set my mind to something and I put a certain amount of energy into it, I'm like, well, now I have to.
Now you have to. You're determined. You got a lot of determination. Yeah. Ginger Cat said, CAD is very hard.
CAD is very hard. Well, sorry guys. Maybe I can't find it.
All right.
I don't know. I feel bad holding everyone up.
That's all right. You're not holding anybody up. We're going to have to go in a minute anyway. Granddad's going to be home for lunch. And
I do want to show the photo of the corset, though.
Oh, yeah. Find that first. Yeah. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us. Won't have Samantha here for a while. She hopefully coming during Christmas.
Yeah.
She is going to what's the concert you're going to in October with your brother?
Charlie XCX.
Yeah. You're getting hungry, Tina. We're getting ready to leave because I'm getting hungry.
Sorry, y'all.
No, don't apologize. Oh, I think it's because they're talking about ranch dressing. Oh my gosh. All right. Find the corset.
I'm finding. I've almost found it. I pinky promise.
Look at this cat sitting next to you, Samantha.
I know, he loves me.
He does. He's thinking, you took your Zyrtec. I'm hunkering in. Janet goes, well, we didn't want to be here. We wouldn't be here. We'd go eat donuts, she said.
Hey, that sounds like a good plan.
I see you, Oliver. So has anybody got any plans for the day? Devin, are you streaming today? Are you still here? Devin usually streams. It is Wednesday, right? Yeah. Devin streams like every other Wednesday. Are you streaming today, Devin? Are you still here?
This is a corset I made with a similar fabric, or a fabric at least that had a design on it. So for the front panel, I used a denim that had this face, and then there's another face.
Did you cyan type it, or what? How'd you get that on?
It was just on. I thrifted these jeans.
Oh, that had that on there already?
Yeah, and I cut the center panel from.
Do you have the back?
Yeah. Well, this is like.
Oh, the side where the sewing, the laces would be.
And this is.
Oh, zoom in. Oh, that's pretty, boo. Nice job.
We had someone wear it for a fashion show. It was really cool. Okay.
All right, guys. Well, I guess we'll head on out. Stretching. I appreciate y'all hanging out. And you think you'll be back for Christmas?
Yes, I will totally be back for Christmas.
Okay. Because I don't know if your brother will. I think he's coming at Thanksgiving.
Well, I'll come back for whenever Cam comes back.
Okay. Well, so we're not going to have anybody here for Christmas? Just me and your mom?
I don't know where I will be in 5 months.
I know you won't.
But I would
You
love-
might be back.
I would love to come home for the holidays.
I told her, I said, you get out there and it's not working out. We'll see y'all when you see you and you get back.
Yeah.
We so, all right, guys. Well, I guess she's starting to work on this a little bit, but we're going to go eat and then she can work on it if she wants to. Or you can take it with you, boo. Cut out a bunch of pages and take it with you.
It's okay. I'm going to be
She's not going to do it. You're going to have to, yeah. All right, guys. Well, you have a great rest of the day.
Thank you for hanging out, you guys.
And here's Devin is going to be on Anne's channel today. All right, guys. Y'all have a great rest of your day. And thanks. And Samantha,
thanks for listening to us.
Yeah,
chat.
and hopefully you'll be back soon to stream again.
I will be back soon.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.